Hey everyone, thank you for joining us here for the South America Grand Blue versus Championship. We've got the Southern Qualifier coming up here in just a moment, and I'm joined on the mic by Spiral, if you want to introduce yourself. Not that you need much introduction.
Hello, I'm Spiral. Good to be here today to help with the qualifiers here.
Yeah, more importantly, how's the audio levels? I see you in the chat, Rollin.
Yeah, hopefully they are good. Oh, actually, I forgot to ask. Should I go ahead and hop into the room, or...?
Yeah, let me give you a stream here. Sorry, running just a little bit late today, but Spiral is just being quiet. I'm sure that'll be fixed once the matches start, but let me just turn them up just a little bit, but feel free to complain if, you know, he ends up being a little bit too loud. But, yeah, if you're not familiar with what we're doing here, we've got two qualifiers for, you know, Northern and Southern South America, and then they're going to have a little championship at the end. So that should be nice for all the players down there who didn't get a Cygames sponsored event. But yeah, we're just getting the first set of players up on stream. Oh, I forgot to spectate the match, so that would absolutely explain what's going on here. Switch on over here to the bracket. Yeah, I'm not as familiar with the South American scene as I am with the North American one, obviously, but looks like we have Jita versus 6 coming up first, so leave it to you, Spiral.
Yeah. Leader versus Mansi here, jumping right over the regulator to start us up, and a reset over with the snake bite. Tick throw setup. We're just going to immediately bow out of the situation with the rising sword, but the jump in is going to get stuffed over by that 2H. Right back into the corner with the full conversion. Gonna have to end it off with a full auto combo. Empty in to try and bait out something. Plus frames keeping it up. Late tech over into the throw, and the Abari 2U into the Vorpal. Gonna push all the way to the Vizker, but the mash out with the close H. Already starting off nice and fast over Advanced's advantage as we go right into battle 2 or game 2. We're on to empty hand, rising sword, might be able to block it up, but it wasn't quite ready for it. But we see the raw overblade over on that 2M, no fear of the cancel coming in, and we see the thunder flash. Nancy being aggressive onto it though. Air gated Deans cross over to the other side, not falling for that frame trap, but he's gonna be respecting the shadow trace a bit too much. And we see very active on defense over for both sides there. We see another rising sword coming in. Staggers it back out though. 5H coming in clutch, and off of that cancel, empty hand. Not quite sure you had the advantage over, but that is Nancy taking round 1 yet again as we push right into round 2. Maybe crossover. 5M caught the check over. We're not going to be able to quite hit the wall. We see the Thunder Flash. No, remain a bit impatient as we see the early tech over under the throw. Still going to have to play out of the corner here as we see yet again poked out with a 5M right into it as we see the full conversion out with the 3 cooldowns. So yet again, deja vu off of that same strike sequence. Gonna be able to finally get a bit going here. Rising Sword right bust out, but no punish over on Mancy's end. See, pokes out 3rd time's the charm over on the block, but caught out with the low sweep this time. Looking like Leader is gonna be able to try and take it out. The air conversion doesn't quite convert off of the closed light. You're giving him another chance off with that snake bite. Plus frames. Shadow Trace tried to go for the Rising Sword, but got mixed up as we see the overdrive coming out. Mancy's gonna have to worry about the chip, but still pressing on further. A bit of chip. Shadow Trace gonna be working on through, but no full convert off of that crouching hit. And the Rising Sword gonna be able to catch out the gated Evens cancel. Going right back on through here. Anti-air stuffed over. We're going right into the wall. So we're being patient. Right into the mash it. And the Rising Sword as well. We see the Thunder Flash. No, just going to look over to keep up the advantage. Too far to get the punch, but still going to be able to take the turn back comfortably. Go back in towards the mid-screen. Another defensive overdrive over on Leader's end. They see Execution spent out, and we see a bit of zoning coming over with the demon step here. Remain patient, but yet again, another clutch jump in with the meter available. Not even gonna need it, just 2H up into the Regen Lave. I believe that might tie up the set count. Looks like it as we go right into game 3. On back up, just a raw check over into it. Wasn't confident in that hit. We see the Shadow Trace back. Got a bit of damage to get the first strikes going to a raw execution. Rising Sword yet again, not able to bait it out that time with the Shadow Trace, but we see the early tech coming out for the tick through attempt. Whiffs out on both sides. There's a decisive hit, but no cancel quite into the execution. Jump in 3 times now. Still going to be able to work on through. A raw light Rising Sword here. Try to bait him out this time, but actually remain patient over on Mansi's end. See, stands it back over to unfortunate miss input over on that closed medium, but still gonna be able to push all the way onto the other corner. Throwing out, hop right over, clash onto it with the auto combo as well. That medium here off of that scramble. Luder's gonna be able to get it out going. Fly Rising Sword. We see Mansi still remaining patient over with a Thunder Flash. Bit afraid of the check going over to it as we see another overdrive over Luda's end. 2M pressure out. Right to the new perspective, get right back into the plus frames, and the raw execution finally able to hit its mark this time around. Skyfall over on the wake up counter mash, throw crushed out over by the SSBA, and that is going to put them on set point. The active play is going to come out again. Plus frames off of the gated demons there, but we see walk up. Denied with that low. Right into it. Walk back to avoid out of the throw. Very fast speed coming over for it. Standard pressure here. Reset it back with the throw. Late tech. And an interrupt over with the lights. UOH still not going to be able to catch out of throws. You see Rising Sword yet again. Still not ready to punish it out with the farther button. JU coming like on through. Only a small punch coming off of the Thunder Flash. Now Luis with the lead, and this time offensive overdrive running up right into it. No fear chip coming up with a raw execution, but just crushing out that 2M attempt over with that 5H, and that's gonna be more than enough to close it out. 2-1.
Yeah, good stuff coming out in our first match. Always pleasant to see a super close game like that.
Unfortunately, we could see the rest of it, but
yeah, unfortunately, I was caught with my pants down, as Spiral would say. But we're moving on into the next match. You see, we should have a Sait coming up on player 1. That might be the right way to pronounce it, maybe not. And
yes.
then on the player 2 side, we'll have Urazah, which is or Ursa. So looking forward to Urazah. Getting used to all the Smash GG names and you know, Discord names and everything being a little different, you know. It's like that in North America too, but used to it by now, you know. You got Search running around with who knows what name.
Yeah, that name definitely spooked me. I really wasn't sure how to say the cheetah's name.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you didn't
Like
say the name.
loser?
That was a little messed up,
Like-
Spiral, honestly.
I thought it was like looter or like.
So we got Urazah, player 1 here, and then Sait on the player 2 side. Looks like we have Beelzebub against Matera.
Urazah versus Sait. Swapped over into it, but see Bubs versus Terra come right over to it. Mewsong, no whiff edge coming onto it. But we see an anti-air attempt stuffed over by that Zephyr JM. Safe jump out and caught over with the frame trap. See Starry Sky high, loop out into it, missed on the full conversion. Then we see how that scramble busting out with the Lancelot field here. No check over here. We see the double shadow step to put it right back into the corner here. Tick UOH, clash onto it. The -4 maybe just a bit too hesitant over on the check, but we see that safe jump on the Lancelot field coming in clutch. With the dense caress, Sait's gonna be able to take round 1. See double M back over into UOH collapsed over to a clash onto the normals there. Still favor as we see. Except for JM, auto combo couldn't quite link on through. Safe cancel onto the Starry Sky as we reach it back up to the neutral. And the Unisonic to go right back into it. Took UOH blocked out. Simple check over for it. So getting ready to check it though. Caught on the shadow step, but no cancel off into it. Try and get the combo. You see the take UOH is coming out. Sait's still been ready to catch him out. And a reset over there that's for JM. And another safe jump. Gonna be able to work on through for Sait. Link it right into the raw. No combo living onto it. This could be big for it. Only slightly too well punished though. Shadow step to get out. Might be enough to get out of the corner though, as you see. Caught out of the seal call. And a catch on that 5H with it. No, not quite. Unfortunate over on that 5H. H punish attempt. Over on Earth's side, but you can see the 2H over onto it though. The missed combo, but still got a decent check of damage over on that anti-air. 2U. Still not gonna be able to punish out with that close M. Stuck out into the corner. An anti-air for your trouble. So great combo to get over into it. And the anti-fuzzy bash coming right on through with that empty hop low. Alright, back on through. As we see the Black Flies coming in. Clutch not quite plus off of the double shadow step here. And lock right over to the corner. Combo limit. Safe jump, just a simple check. And delaying the ledge. I feel good to be able to work on through with another throw. UOH blocked down -4. Try to force a turn back. The Sait ready with the check. And the anti-air on the Unisonic yet again. Pushed all the way into the corner with the full auto combo. Still has the one steal. Couldn't quite rock it out in time. What a 2H catch. Well, regardless, Sait's going to be able to bug his way on through for game 2.
And then good stuff there from the Matera. And now we have Mantecol coming up, playing against Kesaca. I think Mantecol plays Fairy, if I'm not mistaken, so good to see a little bit of that here. I think, you know, like I said, I don't know too much about South American Granblue. I do watch the occasional tournament here and there, take a look at the players, and I think Mantecol is definitely one of the names you need to watch out for in this bracket. I see him; he wins a number of brackets, and today he's actually our first seed, so it must be something that the TO agreed with. You know,
Very excited to see it then.
While I am hosting this, this is largely a huge effort of the South American TOs as well. We have Dark running the sort of the mash and mix side of things, helping me out a lot with Spanish translations of things, and a lot of the like further south, like the Southern Qualifier is kind of a lot of his work and his team's work, whereas the Northern Qualifier is going to be, I think Mark Eno has a Portuguese stream going on right now, and he is doing a lot of work for the North Qualifier, and you know, really helping me deliver a quality tournament and not just something a random American just taking guesses. So grateful to them for all of their help here.
Yeah, random American with no pants on.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you can only run a ship so much without pants. So we've got a, what was that, Fairy vs. Percival?
Yeah, indeed.
Oh man, This is a matchup I haven't played too much on Percival, so I'm interested to see it.
There, don't be afraid. Please, could you lay off the sinister talk?
Believe in victory.
Full intros out of the way. Manticore versus Kesaca. Let's see how it goes over to it. Let's see. Looking to retreat back. Maybe looking for the Trollery and immediately stuffing it out though. Air to air over in his favor as well. Lockdown with it and immediate plats and about 5 stacks of Trollery on deck. We'll see if he's going to be able to do anything with it though. We see empty out trying to catch out. Maybe unlock to his Urazah. But able to fake it out and get a bit of damage going on. Spence no crossover for fear of the GG setup. Let's see the Trom frame trap going to be able to push out into the mid screen here. Raw Platson maybe try and catch up with the Hail Mary as we see the GG setup into the instant overhead. We're gifted just a bit too low. The Trauma gonna be able to lock them down. Thank you, away catching out of the match and catching out the jump in with the close H as well. Yo, overdrive still gonna be close enough to block it out, but the anti-air covered in clutch. Link on through with the dispense heal and another one for the down. Awkward stuff. Still not too bad even with that round start though. Trade on to the Onzinden with the 5M. Walk back over into the corner. Lock down over into it. Plus frames off. Trom for the wall bounce. I'm just gonna go for the setup with the GG here. Robin Zundin, definitely one of the plans out there. As we see the whiff throw, gonna get punished down for it. GG, jump in, JH coming in clutch. As we see the close light gonna be able to catch out. The Lord Strike once again. Anti-air with the close medium. And another Platson off of the air reset. 3 stocks up. Pressure it on. As we see Manticore being very active with challenging Lord Strike, looking to catch any follow-ups or interrupted out. But this time around, not going to be able to work on for him. As we see the Further Crone come out. Not enough to kill, but still the Unzenden note. The Manticore still has meter and the Beppo to use if he feels it. We see the whip punish right into the Aether right. Walk back to avoid out in the 5M pokes. I'll whip punished accordingly for game 1.
His strength of will is not to be taken lightly.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Running through, starting off with the pokes and Kesaca. Treating the retreat back yet again. Platson definitely looking for it though, trying to bait it out. Anti-air now with the Trom, they're gonna push right onto the corner. And already look at the meter setup with it. Instant overhead. And got the meter still saving it out for it. Maybe set up with it. Close H. Low right into it. Full auto combo to the Trom. And just gonna sit on the meter. No, Spence out of the rush, doubling it out of his own. Just a bit too slow in frame trap. We see crossover with punish out with that HGG.
Battle 2. Engage.
That's Manticore putting himself over on the set point. Too far for the Spence. Clash on the projectiles with it. And interrupt on the Trauma. Couldn't quite get it out. Bit of an awkward situation off of that. Spectral dive as we see a full bait onto the Platson. Sequence out with the GG meter is on deck here. A full way to try and bait out the Platson, but a jump in for Kesaca. Gonna allow him to get this offense started. No Trauma stacks, but only small punish with that 5L. Pushed out into the corner with the Trom as we see the GG and the Vergiften setup. Blocked over into it. Now I have to deal with this mix. Low up. And the rest of the Vergiften's gonna be able to round it off.
Yeah, you know you're in trouble at the end there when you're sitting there with your like little 1,000 health and Fairy's running around. She's got the ball, she's got the GG. And
A tough situation, but
it's just a tough situation to be in. You don't have you only have so many opportunities to guess there, and even if you guess right, he was going to be chipped down quite low. So, good stuff, showing why he's first seed in our bracket tonight for sure.
yeah, hopefully we'll get to see more of them.
Yeah, and then we've got a small break here, waiting on one match to finish up before we have our next stream match, but this is a good reminder. We do have a matcherino. All the well, not all the players here, but the top 3 here is getting a small payout. But this matcherino goes towards the championship event towards the end of the month here, and all 8 players who qualify, so there will be 4 players from this qualifier and 4 players from the North qualifier, will receive a significant portion of this Matcherino pot, so definitely feel free to throw them a few dollars if you are enjoying what you see and want to give them a little more incentive to get their grind on. And of course, if you want to follow along the bracket at home, we have that available. And definitely make sure to give our chief auctioneer here, Spiral, a follow on his Twitter. Yeah, and don't forget the boy Spiral. He's a little sweaty, but we like him.
Oh my god. Why do you guys have to chain me like that?
Yeah, you got kind of roasted. I don't know what to tell you. It was rough out there.
I didn't.
What a sweat!
I post one paragraph.
Everyone, if we get some what a sweats in the chat. Yo, he got a sweat defender in there. Sigwave, he's looking out for you.
Appreciate you, Sait. I appreciate everybody in the sport, even the ones that call me a sweat.
Yeah, is that so?
Done with definitely love, but also it was just one paragraph.
That's just how it goes sometimes. So it looks like we're gonna have a Sonic X versus Mikon coming up. Let me get them called up here. But yeah, definitely make sure to swing by this stream again come September 17th for the North qualifier, and then championship is on October 1st. So definitely check those out. And back here to the matches. Looks like we already have one of our players rolling into the room.
Yeah, just waiting over on Sonic. Yeah, I was rather surprised by the large turnout.
Yeah, I mean, I know this scene has been supporting the game for a long time. They're pretty big on their Grand Blue down there, despite some complications, of course, involved, like whether it's like infrastructure, location, net code, etc., etc. But I think they're kind of looking at this event as sort of I don't know. It's something maybe a little bit more exciting than the average net play bracket. So I think they've really turned up in force to try to claim the title and I mean some of the money too. Let's be honest here. We're getting a pretty sizable prize pool going for the championship. And even if you were to place 4th today, I believe. Let me see. I have the pot split posted somewhere, but with this $500 some odd Matcherino pot that we're looking at, I believe that even if you were to place 4th today, which will get you no money through the qualifier, the amount you get in for going 0-2, like in the top 8, I think it would still be close to. Let's see, I've got 9% here, so you're looking at like about $50 for placing 4th here and then going 0-2 in the finals. Still a pretty considerable amount, so obviously the better you do, the more you'll end up making. So I think, you know, it's a nice way to sort of show off the South American scene as they all compete for the prize. Let me see if I can't find this player. It's been a few small challenges with the language barrier. I mean, I think a lot of the players actually do speak pretty good English. And obviously I have some folks helping me out to get the Spanish and Portuguese, you know, communications across. But, you know, that does cause some delays, and currently trying to find this player. Which, he just finished his last match, so I think he should be around. You know, I did think, Rowlet, that if, you know, push come to shove, there's probably some of them know Japanese as well, so I'm like, you know, maybe I can communicate with the Spanish players by speaking Japanese. And then no one would know what I'm saying.
Okay, it looks like our other organizers have contacted them, and they should be on their way.
I believe that at least one of the players is currently streaming their run, Kuaz. I think he's going to try and pick up some of the matches that I can't stream, maybe from the loser's bracket when he gets eliminated, which, I mean, I suppose maybe he won't be eliminated. It's certainly a possibility. Oh, and we've got ourselves a CAG player. Top tier in North America, maybe top tier in South America.
Interesting to see how they play against the Lancelot. Surge came in immediately popping off. I don't.
Yeah, this is how these two play the matchup.
You see, immediately spends it out for it, so we see the raw Alexander try to catch it out, delay onto it to get the double overhead off of the VermiCL jump, crossover off of it this time. Sonic's still going to be able to escape out. One Mahen is set up as he's zoning, going over with the 2U. Oh, what a whiff punish over with his own crossover to the other side with the reset. And we see the blade impulse hit here. Doesn't go for it. The Southern Cross loops, just going to go for the sequence. Still plus off into it. Take throw off of that run up. H. Bogenstrom just mediating him out for round one. Okay. Fun. Even nicely consistent. VermiCL jump here. Not a full weight on the head, but just a bit too far out to try and get a conversion off of that 2H. I see Sonic still maintaining over the rejections. Ready to block it out this time. Great adaptation, but gonna get caught out of that spot dodge with the spare body into the auto combo. As Sonic is still looking for a retreat, zoning game, putting himself into the corner, right in with the spare body, though whiff punish onto it, but too far out to get that medium Southern Cross. Reset back to the neutral with the single Mahen set up. Bogenstrom here, spare body to avoid in the anti-air, same thing with it out. Yet again, medium Southern Cross here, not going to be able to link on through for that 5M. And now he's pushed down to the corner, escaping out with the rush, jump back to avoid on the blade impulse. Let's see. Face things out with that collapse. Right back into it. Still has meter to work on through if he wants to try and go for a Hail Mary rush, but that 5H gonna be there to stuff him out though. What a punish over on that fire collapse. So CCZ coming back, loop, reset it back over into it. Spot dodge to try and bait out the overdrive. That's not remain patient. You're gonna be able to tie it up with that JH. That same style here too, you're not gonna be able to clear it out, but no whip edge coming over Sonic, spacing's out with the Southern Cross here, save things out for it as we see counter hit right into the light here, medium blade impulse, crept over to the other side here, hits fuzzy mash over that Viva Vin, and double overhead clipping him out, spins out in the rush, great awareness, didn't have the blade impulse to work with, so gonna be able to get the knockdown off into it, and the UOH catching out the mash for game 1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
You're right up into it. I see that same round start for Thong. Just looking to achieve back here. Hold on to the collapse and just gonna be able to interrupt him now. Too far out to get that 2H link, but still the spacing's out. And off of that Southern Cross, one more immediate out, but just going for a reset to push all the way in towards the corner here. Viva Vin, quick stop, right into the throw. Meaty blade impulse as well. Not gonna be able to get the full conversion off of the auto combo, but still a fantastic situation here. Sonic X is gonna be able to catch out the jump at the tip with that closed H. Out, medium. Calculated here, so you see the close H just a bit too close for comfort on that 2U, and still gonna be able to block out the rush with that 2L attempt. Jump in, had to respect the Mahen trap those. You see pushing right on through. Just anti-air attempt over on that air spare body, and we're just gonna go right over into the SSBA. Not quite enough to kill, but that's gonna allow him to set up more hands if he like, as we see the turbulence full hold, no punish. But still gonna be able to kill out the trap. Even for a safe engagement, JH jump back over it again, and this time anti-air in his favor, cancel over to the air collapse though. We see a lot of movement over for both sides, goes over into their chip, rush to try it and keep up the pursuit. As we see the 2H coming in clutch over on Sonic's end. Down but not out though. What a spare body keep out of the scramble situation, not a punch, but still gonna be able to catch him off guard for the first attack. Retreat back into the neutral yet again. Get the head set up, big stuff over onto the other side, or right in over towards the quarter here. The laps out, caught out of the movement with the conjure. Let's see if XIVMantecol exit to escape out with the Delta lead. Tick UOH, Turbulence, gotta be able to catch the interrupt over on the heads. Wogan show setup, crossover to the other side with the low, rush out to try and cycle out a bit more, but still not gonna have too much to work with besides the double overhead. Jump back to avoid onto the tick but no full conversion off of that 5L. Jump in, Reaver Vent punished out with the 5H as well, not quite enough to kill. We see Blade Impulse, not quite a punish over with that spacing, plus frames over with the Alexandrians at the Mahen, and that is Sonic gonna be able to tie up the set count.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
For Raven over into the crossover. That's going to put him right into the quarter. Turbulence coming in clutch, too high up to get it up, but off of that air reset, still plus, and getting that counter confirmed. Full auto combo here. Raven jump, catching the approach out. And just going to go for the soft knockdown right into the Wogan shot. Yet again, Blade Impulse to work on through, and the Weiss Flugel. Very quick pace round, down in 20 seconds, putting him on set point. See if Mikon's going to be able to clinch it out. Go right into the middle 2 here. Air moving up from both sides. No Mahen set up quite yet. As we see the calculator going to get stuffed over by the Blade Impulse. Already locked down into the corner here. But we see that 2H coming in raw. Spare body here. Too close out with not the hand trap. Unfortunate anti-air combo, but still going to be able to lock Mikon down into the corner here with the calculated Delta leap here. Air stalled it out with the Viva Vin though, as we see double overhead, cooked him out with it. Rush, gonna be able to push right on through. Cycle out with the Wogan jump just a bit too early, not used to the higher juggle off of that rush with the Southern Cross here, as we see too far out to get that throw. But only a small like confirm. We see anti-air over for your troubles, close enough to get the close H, and that is gonna be enough to close out the set.
Mikon taking this at 2-1 over Sonic X.
Very nice indeed.
now we're actually going to be getting into our top 8 qualifier matches. We're in round 4 of the bracket. Looks like one of our players is already here. We have a Krycho. I assume you can read that maybe as an I. I'm sure I'm butchering that actually. And on the other side, I think we're going to be having a Razor.
Icho versus Razor.
Or Raz on Smash GG. Not totally familiar with what characters we should expect. I see Dudikoff potentially trying to call out the fairy avatar. I mean, his name is Unknown OD
Yeah,
Fairy.
that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, that's Razor there on the left, or Raz, and then on the right, CY or CR1 CHO. Creecho? Maybe? That's my best guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty tough read there by Dudikoff, but you know they can really get it done in the UK.
yeah. I'm going. No, D fairy.
I wasn't necessarily looking enough at the screen when he said that. I was like, oh yeah, this guy's got a fairy avatar. Yeah, he might be an unknown OD fairy. Oh, and we have I'm gonna guess a Lowain if he's giving a shout out to Cass and Searchlight in the chat. All right. You can't just lose and call out your search impression. That's messed up.
You gotta hit Searchlight. You gotta win. What is the name? See? Razor versus Picho. Good showdown, just slow pokes over with the 5M. 2M out, able to catch out the Sammy call crossover. Staggers it back out right into the awesome sauce, and you see the Spectre dive coming in. Slowly pushing Creature over into the corner here. Spectre dive, and there it is. Kavambi, bro, not quite ready over with the spot dodge. You see reset it back with Sammy, not quite ready to check it out. Awesome sauce out yet again, spacings out. 2M and 5H, as you see the Ghost Queen trying to give it up, though. Still gonna be able to give up the pressure. He chips up for both sides. Meter is on deck for Razor if he's wanting to press out here, as we see the Heinrich, but a meteor rush back over to it. H awesome sauce here, instant overhead, linked right on through. Very nicely gets over to it, and still gonna have enough time for one more to go right into the throw. Plus frames over with the close H. Light awesome sauce for a bit more poking, as you see the Tron able to catch out the approach. Beppo lockdown, air unblockable setup. Very nice slow round, but Razor was able to get a couple mix-ups going to try it and close out the round. Respecting the jump in, slow approach out, but first strike's coming over to Razor again with that 2M poke. Crossover on the defense, very nicely done, but still as they approach out, you see the offense started over by Razor with the Spectral dive, keeping out the plus frames, and H Beppo coming right on through. Medium GG, right into the safe jump, lockdown, caught out of the movement there. H Tron, will we see the Virtus Fed? No, gets spent out. Maybe he gets over with the Heinrich, caught out of the rush, too far for that low high, but Ironball gonna be able to get a great amount of chip here. Still has the meter on deck. You want to work on through with the Vergiften or the Heinrich, and it's not a great situation living over for Creacho. As we see that 2U coming in, clutch feeder is on deck here. Light tool destruction, stags it back out, and defensive overdrive coming out on lock. Gonna have to deal with the chip as well. Just a few of those swords going right into it though. Overdrive off of the -4 here. Great stuff, not gonna have to deal with it much, but the life deficit is still a big gap to work on through. H-Tool gonna be pushing through the dispense here, but spot dodge it over on the special moves as well. Not gonna be able to get too much health either. Don't you have to worry about full auto combo Trom. We have just a little over 30 seconds left on that clock. We're just gonna have to look for a solid hit here on the approach. 2U, no whiff punch. We're caught out with the frame trap.
Just a bit unfortunate with that food near the end, getting like 3 metered items with no health and an OD.
It's very nice to see the slow play, but haven't been able to. Rapicha hasn't been able to get too much going off, unfortunately. And for Raw, that's been doing great over to it. Bit of an awkward scramble over there. Razor might have actually been negative on hit from that Spectral dive, but away from both sides. He's still gonna be able to keep stuff going. No check over on the Sammy cancel, and the tool gonna get stuffed over onto it. Wall bounce. This could be where Kicho needs to get it going here. Low high spot dodge here. Yet again, this time for the throw base Spectral dive. Bad angle off of the super jump. Maybe try to get a better one. That's gonna be locked out into it. Laser up right into the tick. Throw Sammy and Tommy for the sequence. Super jump to try evade out the reversal. Now you wanted to go for the unblockable setup, but that super jump is going to be able to come right on through, putting himself on the board. Hopefully he'll be able to continue further here as we see finally able to catch himself out. With the Beppo to immediately bow out, those spot dodge this time around to come at me, bro, and spaced out with the Trom cancel. Sammy and Tommy to push right on through. Spectral dive, bit ambiguous onto it. Plus over from that angle though. See pushed right back into the corner. No crossover in the medium. Good sense for fear that GG. Check on it with that run up throw, not expecting it out. No Heinrichs, just keeping up the plus range with the Clo H, and a raw rush gonna be able to lock on through. H-Dual ghost swing to avoid out on the missiles. Hard to chase down over from that angle, plus off of that Spectral dive. Let's see the guest fence actually clipped over with the slammy. Gonna be able to get a bit more meter going out though. No anti-air with that close H here, unfortunately. We're still been doing great here with the sequences, pushing Creature back into the corner yet again. Set up with the GG, jump in to avoid on that potential situation here. 2U this time onto it though. Get over low. Heinrich gonna be able to link on through with that 5L. Wall bounce over with the Trom. Sequence out with the dispense. Not quite enough to kill with the whip it good as we see try this on for Sait, finally coming onto it for the last ditch attempt. Face things out. Caught over with another Veil here. Genocide right into it. Spot dodge out yet again. Double up. And the Earth Pillars to safely space out toward the full screen here. Caught out with the Magnificent Tool here. Dammy bringing it back. Got a bit of health to work with. No fear of the chip for right now. Run up off of the GG. Still going to be able to block in time off of that normal here. Jump in. Actually respect it over. Same thing with the Sammy and Tommy. As we see the missiles come out. Ghost swing to avoid it out. And caught with the Spectral dive. And the throw bait with the walk up UOH. Might still be able to check it there. Last Razor still gonna be able to clinch it out, putting themselves on set point. 5 here, couldn't quite get that hit. They're raw, awesome sauce here, wait on it. We're spaced out yet again. Second nice backdash, still gonna be able to a good amount of meter with these normals here. Run up throw, early tech, crossover onto it. Might have been able to punish that 5H. Fortunately, not gonna be able to get too much from that run up throw either. 2U, 5H, dispense, block back to avoid it down. Crossover, gonna get stepped over with that 2M missiles here. We got a hard knockdown back shift to try and create a bit more space as we see the Spectral dive. To try and keep up the offensive pressure and to push back in towards the mid screen. Your tick throw off of the JU. Trom out, and we're back going towards the other corner, retreating back. Tool gonna get knocked out before the missiles come out, and we're just gonna try and reinforce something with this HPA here. Trying to catch up, slipping here, caught him out here. I'll try this at home, and just looking for another reset with that low here. Just a bit too slow on the punish off of the HPA though. We're retreating back over in towards the neutral. Still has a little over 30 seconds left here. Life lead is towards Razor's end here. We'll see if Peach's gonna be able to lessen the gap here. See the slow approach here, no Beppo off of it. Rush gonna be able to knock out Sammy and Tommy. Bit of chip coming out yet again. Now we're down to less than 20 seconds here. Come at me, bro. Spot dodge down. Still keeping up the turn here. 2U off of that Trom. Plus frames with the close H. GG couldn't quite catch him out into the immediate sequence. Heinrich for the sequence out. Low up and rebate back, but still able to get out the anti. Wasted more than enough time here. Gonna have to get some V going. No meter over at the last second. And with that timeout, that is Razor taking it over Creature.
Yeah, that was some incredibly patient play from both players there, but ultimately Raz getting the best of them.
Very nice solid hits. And good sequence is over with the Heinrich as well. Fortunately for Creature, couldn't quite get enough meter for the last ditch Iggy.
Coming up next, I think we have Pinheiro. I'm going to have to copy paste this one, being a bit of a gringo, not really sure, you know, how to type the NA on my own, but
Pinheiro versus
sometimes you
GBVS.
need it. Bring out the old copy paste to cover for my flaws here. Type Pinheiro.
Pinheiro?
No, I'm gonna go out for you guys. You know, this is Oh, let me get you. Should be SA South. You can see it in the stream matches channel. Yeah, that was winner side top 8 qualifier cast. So he's still gonna be in losers, and you know, even in losers, it's just one more win to make to the top 8 bracket.
Looks like both players are up the bat.
Yeah, and here they are. So I know I've seen GBX's Zoe before. I believe he's still on the Zoe. And oh wow, we have a Eustace player making it to our top 8 qualifier. Very nice stuff. Have not seen any South American Eustace, but I know you're a bit of an expert on the character, so enjoy.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Alright, let's see how it goes. Free back here and immediately starting out over with the charge flamic takedown over the whip. Gonna get punished out over by GBX's spinning slash and retreat back to full screen yet again. Gonna get a charge over with the convergence. Sweet, the air thunder coming in clutch, beating out the approach with the close combat follow up and letting the whole thing rock off of that spinning slash here. Pinheiro ready to block and punish it out over with the assault knife. This is a spot dodge over on the air thunder. Both players very active over in the play here, and just a bit too close for coming. Punish out over to a crossover to the other side. A frame trapped off of the sweeping beam sequence set up with the aerial spinning slash over into a low high overdrive over by Pinheiro to be able to keep it up and zoning out with the Flamix this time around. Not gonna let him get any of the charges that he can over with the convergence. Still has quite a bit before Leaner comes back up as we see the aerial spinning slash is trying to push on through, but the air thunder gonna be able to work on through. Good amount of charge coming out, and a near full stack of the Dragon Meter coming right on through, and the raw convert over with the heavy breath. Very nice awareness over with the breath hit. Gonna be able to take round 1 with the Gamma Ray.
Battle 2. Engage.
Get out. A Serenity super jump, air stall out with the air thunder. Pinheiro remaining patient as we see retreating back over to the corner. What a whip finish to start us off as we see. Immortal thrust, reset it back over with the dragon breath, spinning slash, still keeping it up, the pressure over into it though, but we see the crouch confirm right into the takedown, knockdown, run up, back throw to try and push back into the corner here for it though, and now we're right into it though. H-Rat race on lock into what an interrupt over on the state tonight, no fear coming right on through, and the jump in coming in clutch here as we see. Great strike coming over with it. Going right back into it. Safe cancel over with the stun light. Check over by GBX. Dolan back over with the spread shot. This time here, slow kill actually pushed out with that jump back air thunder here. Sweeping being respected out. Just going to allow a bit more Thera pressure coming out. Dragon buff for the plus frames. Jump in though. Crept over low. And it convert right over into the Assault Knight. Cross over to the other side. Overdrive. Not quite ready to spot dodge it, but still going to be able to block it out. Same thing with that air thunder. Medium Flam has to be careful over the projectiles for fear of Armageddon. But we see the defensive overdrive coming in on lock. And now one solid hit. Caught out of the aerial spinning slash with the charge Flavic. The side round count going right over into battle 3. Will we see the aerial spinning slash? No air thunder. Guy coming through, and we see the run up assault knife. Not gonna be able to work out through. Punished over onto that reversal. Low high. Still not gonna be able to make its mark. And dashing up just a bit too much. Interrupted out with the lights. And off of that slow kill, gonna be able to keep up pressure. Frame trapped out, but no crouch confirmed. Code over with that Sait tonight. Full hold out this time. Air Thunder to try and get the hard knockdown. But Pinheiro still ready to block it out and keep GBX locked down in towards the corner here. Space out with the takedown. Still safe over from that range here. Dragon Breath and the air-to-air over in Pinheiro's favor here. GBX looking for a way to get out there with the super jump. Sweeping beam. Locked down over with the lights. Will we see the Thunder for the plus raise? No, spaced out. Hold on to it though. And caught out trying to move. You see the bisection coming right on through. Nothing to set up over with the Leer. Double spot dodge to try and catch out the overdrive. Pinheiro remain patient. Gonna be able to mash out his way on through. Double impact on both sides looking for OD here. As we see Air Thunder does have the Leer back up. And finally able to push on through, but just a bit too far out. Not quite ready to push it out though. As we see the 5-8 catching out the raw spinning slash. Jump back. Armageddon. Is that gonna be able to anti-air it out actually? Yes it is. Right on the
that reaction was insane.
What a catch over by GBX there to clutch out game 1.
He saw that jump. He said, "This is my round right now. I'm taking this." Very amazing reactions coming out from GBX.
Yeah, quite a powerful SSBA when you look at that fact. I do believe if it's not in the first frame of that immediate hitbox, it's still air blockable. But it covers such a wide portion, so it's a great.
Yeah, I think as long as you're not hit by the initial, you can block it in the air. But the initial hitbox is quite large, and the super moves very quickly. Going back to the lobby here to post our playtime is over sticker, very important. How to represent the Zoe after that sick super.
Yeah, there's another society member here with Wasaraga coming out to play. I'm interested to see how this change-up works for him to go right into game 2. Be backward convergence to get a bit more of the Leer meter to mess around with here. Battalion's interrupted out, but full screen, that's going to allow him to get the Soul Force to try and approach. And still take it much slower compared to he's playing on used to this. He's staring back over with the lights. Dragon Breath counter hit out for it though. Too high up to get the full hit of the auto combo. But still a great chunk of damage as he tried to push on through with the raw savage rampage into the crushing strike. Not gonna be able to hit his mark. Just a bit of chip going on through, but still gonna wait for the opportunity. Trade onto the 2Ms there here. Back shift to immediately bow out of the situation. Counter confirm right over to the area spinning slash sequence out with the thunder. Caught out the tech attempt here. No full convert off of that fortunately for Pinheiro. And another unlucky thing here. Couldn't quite catch it out with the grin off here. Caught out of the hop out. QOH blocked over for it. Caught on the movement. Rising slash Battalion's gonna be able to punish out the sweeping beam attempt. Still a big life lead that he has gonna have to work on through. And one small chip coming over to it. Sweeping beam aerial spinning slash here. Still all a true block strike, but not on that ray strike. Pinheiro caught over in the run-up. Full Leer meter over with that hard knockdown here. But Downs of Fear coming on through. Doesn't have the Soul Forge anymore. What a punish over with that spot dodge here. Conversion. Still going to be able to get a bit more meter. Zero onto this, so able to crush out that 2L attempt here. Caught out with the heavy breath. Full sequence out. And still going to just save it out. High immediate. Still going to be able to block it out. But not a great situation for Pinheiro. Lockdown over with that Thunder Call. Light spinning slash and negative phrase right over to the overdrive. Not letting have any warrior. Heavy breath for a bit more chip. Same thing with the spinning slash. Try to force the turn back. We see Pinheiro ready to check it up. H grin off in here. Just still going to keep it up. Plus frames off of the Battalions. Both sides remaining relatively patient, but we had another whiff punish on the 5H attempt with that air thunder here. Fear the chip coming over it. Plus phrase off. Rising slash over into it. Might have been able to get the bloody moon there. Got for the air reset, and off of that scramble throw is gonna be able to lock it down for GBX.
Yeah, excellent play
Yeah.
coming out from GVX there all around.
Yeah,
Not just that reaction super. But Pinheiro putting up quite a fight too. Lots of very close rounds, and in fact almost taking the first game.
Yeah. Very smart of GBX to actually opt for throw on that clash though. You're dealing with the person with the slower button like Vasaraga, and you're at that immediate point blank range. It'll beat out any sort of attempt they do crossover, spot dodge, any of their mash, since their 6 frame will get crushed over by the 6 frame throw.
Yeah, and that's actually it's gonna wrap up. Right now we have our top 8 winners decided. This is a top 8 qualifier on the loser side. Left we have VermiCL, player that some of us got to meet at Evo. So very cool there. And then we also have Kreitcho returning to attempt. Sorry, it's probably Kreitcho, almost definitely. That's very white reading of the name, but we're gonna be seeing this match, and then we'll probably be getting into our top 8.
Very nice, indeed. As I see spacing that with the Habakooks, and gonna be traded out of the lasers with the tool as well. JU coming right onto the lock, standard free trap in here as we see the rejected truths coming out. Might have been able to punish that first one initially, but still spacing's out with it. Delusions as well coming out on lock. Back and forth, no whip push over into the 2U, but that's gonna allow me to spacing to get out. Same thing over in that JU. You can see Carl Passion coming right on threat. Doubling up yet again. Not gonna be able to get a punch, but what a counter confirm. 2M over into the Sammy to catch out for a rage. Missiles are still gonna be able to come on lock, but these JEs have been coming in as we see the immediate try this off for size off the first side here. Nether Veil right into the Mundi. Genocide for a bit more chip. Just catching out the approach and only gone through with it. We see the Havoc over for the punish. We see these 5Us have been giving Kreitcho a bit of a rough time here. As Verby taking round 1. Block on through, jump in respected here as we see the rejected troops gonna get called out over with the command me, bro. Delay mash, spacing's out with it, no punch on the Havoc and an interrupt on the tool of destruction here. Anti-air over for your troubles, Cardinal Passion. See the H rejected troops in here, and look at the damage build up. Havoc combo limit because the air juggle started. Definitely wanted to reset over into the wings bestowed and trying to bow out with the blind devotion. Look at the damage build on 1k plus the full auto combo. Caught out of the movement with the tool punches and doubling up on the overdrive. Punished out over on VermiCL. So that is 1 tick of it gone, but it's not even gonna matter. This creature's gonna be able to catch him out with that 2U cancel. Awesome sauce, immediate check with the Carnal Passion. Not gonna be able to get a punch, but not too much reward even with just a 5L here. Havoc coming off of the wings bestowed, jump in, respecting out this time for Fury the JU. Havoc to catch it out, run up 5H, no whiff punch going out, and land the full thing. Rock here, afraid of the packed follow-ups though, so not gonna be able to get a punish from that final follow-up on block. And another clutch sweep coming in for Kreitcho's end. Spaghetti, no whiff punish out, and he hasn't even taken that much damage now over from that. Don't mind if I do. And another catch on the blind devotion. Hard knockdown with the awesome sauce here. Right into Sammy as we see overdrive coming on that unlock. Pass over to the other side. Carnal Passion. And up. Just going to be able to take it back over with the overdrive. That is 1 tick of the overdrive gone. Carries it back over. Rejected troops. And as we see the HPA just trying to brute force the way on through to get the down in here. Trying to catch him slipping. No flex on it right there. There it is with the overhead. And we're lighting them up with the mode of truth to get the game. Alright, back a immediate run up. Wasn't expecting the hit though, so the TikTok missing out over into Let's see, play it onto the blind devotion. Fortunately for not too much of a punch, but great awareness over to it. Didn't quite cancel it. See the opposite sauce, maybe just a bit too late onto it. As we see a raw tool powering on through with that throw. Another one, no parry to bow out of a cancel situation. Wings bestowed right into the bell. Rejected troops to keep up the plus phrase. Cardinal Passion staggers it back out, afraid of the follow-ups. They see empty up into the throw. Immediate check over by Kenicho though, as we see the Maximus tool right into the Sammy here. Trying to catch him out with that neutral jump. Sammy coming in clutch, but wasn't quite confident in that hit. Regardless, still frame trapping him out and put himself on set point. Chance for Vermi to try and bring it back. We go right into battle 2 here. First strike's over with the Abaku. 2U spacing out 2M. Maybe just a bit too far for that counter, but that Cardinal Passion frame trap coming in clutch. Staggering it back out. Sammy and Tommy catching him back out. Look at the damage build off of that. Wrong up. Crossover to the other side here. Now this might be a great situation for Creature. Locked down into the corner here, but not quite ready to spot dodge over the come at me, bro. Same thing on the check with the magnificent tool. Sandy crept over for it though. No H. Awesome sauce. See overdrive blocked on through. Will you see the HPA? Immediate high low flexing on him. No, trying to catch him slipping. Doubling up here as we see overdrive not gonna be able to cut through as he punched over with the It Slip Bros and the moment of truth for the finish. Nice trying to sneak it on through, but unfortunately not going to be able to catch him out of that HPA with the overdrive.
Yeah, good stuff from Creacho being our first player qualifying from the losers bracket into our top 8. So hopping on over to the bracket, we're going to probably be getting started with the top 8 winner side here in just a moment. You can see as it loads the top 8 potentially. I didn't actually get a chance to test this on a live bracket, so might not actually work. But be sure to check out, of course, the Matcherino. All of the money here will go towards the players which get invited to the championship on October 1st. That's going to be the top 4 from this tournament, and then the top 4 from the South American North Qualifier, which includes some other South American countries, obviously Brazil being perhaps the major country of that region. And let me go ahead and get these top 8 matches called. So coming up first, we're going to have Mr. Panda, actually, not a player we've seen on stream just yet, but they actually defeated Mantecol, the first seed fairy that we saw earlier, in a close 2-to-1 match just outside top 8, so definitely is someone who is already maybe a little bit outperforming their seed, and might be on fire today. And they're going to be up against Raz, the other fairy player we saw on stream. So potentially, you know, they might have a comfortable matchup with fairy and feel in their element going into this winners semis match.
Yeah, the fairy players here that we've seen are very confident, so I'm very interested in seeing Panda's play here against them.
Am I going to live tweet the top 8 on Twitter, Saki? When have I ever not live tweeted the top 8 on Twitter? I don't. I am making a tweet right now, actually. Completely unrelated to your comment in my Twitch chat. Thanks for asking. Also completely unrelated to Spiral calling me out for not wearing pants. I am wearing pants, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was on webcam earlier. Thank you very much. I didn't stand up, but if I did, I didn't want to, you know, give the world a show.
Tell me you didn't have pants on during the East top 4?
I definitely had pants on. Let me tell you that.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I'm not trying to stand up in front of my webcam with no pants on. Even on accident.
Of course. Right? So we got the match arena up to 555 now.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to all the donations: Garden Tool, OnlyFan, Mr. Quotes, Rowlet, Peko, Freakmaster, Trade War, Lucy, Trash Can Magic. You guys are all a huge part of making this an exciting and enjoyable event for the South American players. So, you know, I'm hosting this because I want them to have a good time, and this is, I think, you know, having a chunky prize pool like this definitely makes a tournament stand out, I think. So, thank you, everyone.
Indeed. Well, looks like we have both of our players here now. You look at the fairy players from SA. They are quite confident. It's very good to see, since we seldom see fairy now recently in NA, right? Or at least with the higher profile of
Yeah,
online
Fairy's
tourney.
fallen
one
off
or two.
a bit in popularity, I think, in North America. Not necessarily because people think she's weak, but I think that some of our more prominent Fairy players, like Flowerman, have been busy playing other games. For example, Flowerman obviously being a strong Strive and BB Tag player. And then, you know, we saw today Wavy Deity had a fantastic performance in the East. But he's also not extremely active, being extremely busy with this job. But speaking of OD Fairies, it looks like we have Matera versus Fairy.
Interesting to see.
A lot of zoner characters in South America. Seems like a very popular archetype there.
Alright, so let's see how the play is going out here. Definitely a bit of an awkward turn up ever since the Gespenst change over on Fairy's end here. Looking to be more aggressive to go against Matera here. Since the Panda is just going to be able to zone out here. Raw Gespenst not going to be able to link on through at the full screen. Let's wait 20 seconds. Slowly poking away in favor of it. And got out of the whiff push with the Zephyr JM. Just standard safe jump kept over with the immediate high and low true block exchange rate to try and catch out the Beppo. But that 2U gonna be able to link on through back throw. Plus frames off into it. Medium Trom to immediately build that super meter. We'll see if Razor's gonna be able to do anything with it. Here, close M, coveted clutch. Secrets out with the GG 2M cup. And caught out with the freight drop off of it. Will he spend it out? No. Spence out, whip it good. See doubling up. Beppo, Heinrich gonna have to deal with it. Blocked over into it, and immediately on the frame trap, overdrive out of that situation. Still locked down over with the repeat. As he caught out with it, could have got something off of it. But I missed it again. I still had the Heinrich, so maybe missed the link off of it. But off of that scramble, Mr. Parent's gonna be able to mash out to get the down there. Very unfortunate sequence over at the ending there, but still has to keep on into it. Drill dive, air starry, 5H catching out that crossover. He's staggering it back over, able to catch out the whiff throw and double it up with the zone to add salt onto the wound. Set up with the GG, instant high, has meter on deck, Gespenst with a good follow up coming right on through. Overdrive for the sequence. Just over it yet again. And off of that Vergifted, gotta be more than enough for the down. Despite the unfortunate drop, still going to be able to recover right quite nicely to tie up the round count into Battle 3. Back into the zoning slow approach. Gespenst not going to be able to catch out anything. Slowly walked back into the mid screen for fear of the seals. One seal procced out, the other one disappearing. See, right over into it though. 2M coming in clutch for that spectral dive anti-air. GG interrupted out, and Spence burned out yet again. We'll see if he can find another opportunity and try and bring it out. Block over into it. Try to go for the throw bait, but an immediate mash over on Panda's end. Meter is fully on deck, so we'll see. It's going to get utilized over with the rush. Seal proc over for it. We'll be coming back up soon, though, because Spence does have quite a bit of time for it. As you see the pragmatic anti here coming right on through. Air Starry to try and bait out a reversal. We're keeping up safe with the chip here. Spence burned out. I jump in here. UOH this time over on lock. A meteor rush, double it up off of the plus phase. Yet again here, and that's all the meter on Panda side gone here. Meanwhile, Raz still has the 50% and maybe a bit more too if he's able to get a sequence out going. Poked out with these 5 H's right into the corner. Blocked over in the air Starry. And just trying to look for one hit here. Jumping respected, but 2M anti here coveted clutch yet again on that spectral dive. Making it hard for him to give up the approach here. We see Clash on the projectiles, jump in here, tried to go for a set sequence of the reset on that JH. But just an immediate rush to deter any sort of approach.
Yeah, no stranger here seeing Matera players make good use of that rush mechanic.
Yeah.
Definitely something you see across the board, I think. Seeing exactly the same thing here in South America.
Yeah, very players being very active over with the rush, just using it. Trying to keep up any for fast pursuit. Fast engagement going on. But now we're retreating back over into the zoning with this meter build up. 5 H's up. Crushed out that 2U. This community needs to go and push right on through. UOH yet again not going to be able to hit its mark. And enough long for these throw baits or these overheads here, as you see. Crush down, counter hit out. And that light Beppo, coveted clutch, able to catch out that crossover on the Zephyr. Locked out over into it, but strike on that Spence. Rush is going to be able to push on through. Not tight of a frame trap. As you see, both of the seals are procced out. Meter is available for it. We see the great fall coveted clutch catching out that angle for that Spectro dive approach. See GG is going to be able to put on lock. Super jump out, high, low, plus frames off, and finally going right over into the throws. Well, we see the Heinrich going off of the plus frames in here. Instant high, still going to be able to duck on through. Counter hit, not going to be able to catch out the road. Double spectral dive, high up into another one. This time not dropping it. So Heinrich to clinch it out. We'll see if they're going to be able to put themselves on the board. As Ross yet again looking for another approach, burning on the Spence. As you see the seals coming up on Panda's side. Slowly walking Ross into the corner. Both of the seals have been procced up, but first strike's coming over with that 5H hit. Zephyr JM not quite ready to anti-air it out, and frame trapped over with the Starry Sky. Still has the high to use to give up the plus frames. 2M losing out and caught out of the Zephyr with that 5M. Peter is still available for it, though. We see Great Fall punishing out that growth swing. Even without that initial hit. Super jump out, spectral dive, no 2M coming for it, but too tight of a gap, caught out of it, but no cancel over to the Trump. Still getting a lockdown here. Caught out with the GG. Heinrich off the close H. No, just a standard chain over for it. A bit of chip going over with that Trump. Same thing with the Starry Sky low. Now the corner advantage is over towards Urazah's end. Still might have a trouble time. No counter and confirm coming off of that 2M with the good Spence. Is he kind of still looking for an opportunity to get out? Might have been able to punish it, but regardless, still delaying out with the throw, though. What a delay with that closed medium. As you see the trauma brain trap calling out with the overdrive. Now not gonna have to worry about chip, though. Great fall catching that jump angle. 5H up. Going over the Starry Sky low, spectral dive, and negative frames off of that angle, but right into the overdrive. Immediate mash over by Panda. No full conversion, but still frame trapping out with the Starry to put himself on that point. Going back over for what a trade. Just about equal on those 5 H's here, doubling right back up into it, no counter confirm. But the immediate overhit wasn't expecting it out from that rage. And look at the damage build over for throw up, sequence out with the GG. We're gifted. Scaled off the throws, so it might not be enough to kill. No, that might be it actually. Combo limit, just leave it on to a sliver though. And the double overhead with that JH into the instant JL. It's gonna be enough to tie it up.
私にもできたなら、きっと今よりも広い世界を見ることができるんだろうな。
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
See, bit of a breather over on Panda's end. See any adjustments you can make here as we see the Spectre dive. Full weight out for both sides, not too much here, but the first strike's coming in with that 2M. No counter confirm. But still getting locked down with the Spence cancel here. GG up, denied, but no thing to do with the seals. What a crush over on that 5M. See, 2U, UOH still not hitting its mark here. Might have to opt for more of the throws here. Rain catching by ducking. See, super jump, no punish over in that air start, but medium trauma, wall bounce, sequence out. That might not be a good one to see the instant overhead. Saving it out for your 5H dispense. Whiff of good, sequence out with the GG here. 2M check, picking him out with the JM. Another UOH. Might have to start dialing it back to the. An 0 for 5 on those to see the Great Fall coming unlocked. Going back over with the Seal proc. Life lead is still over towards Urazah's end though. As we see Rush still right at the max range to give it the plus range. Trom spaced out. And same thing over with that 2U. Spot dodge coming unlocked on that run up UOH. Alright, back on through. This time, Urazah's over with the lead, looking to retreat back. Still keeping up the slow approach and has the meter on deck. Same thing on Panda's end. He wants to try to enforce anything going, maybe with the overdrive. See GG set up on through. XIVMantecol coming on through, but with that raw rush, still gonna be able to recover in time as opposed to the DP. Only a small punish coming on through. And with OD available, gonna have to look for some clean hits or throws here to win it out. 10 seconds left here to hurry up. We're gifted. Not gonna be able to punish out with no meter here. You see, only about 5 seconds in here. Early tech coming up for the late tech. The layup for the rush might be plus over there, but that 2M trade out and that 5M afterwards. Still gonna be able to catch out the air projectile attempt. Scramble over the last parts in here. Ross is going to be able to catch it out. As you see, 5H here maybe wanted to get spent over the counter hit, but still going to be able to luck out through with that JH Spectral dive. Spot dodge avoid anything. Plus frames off it. Catch it around. Set up with the GG. Low, high. Crossover to the other side though, so we're out of the corner, but look at the life lead here. Overdrive. Now going to have the chip to work over with the normals. And Panda's still going to have to work through the meter if he wants to try and get overdrive going on. Clash onto the projectiles. Both of the seals are gone here. That is one tick of the overdrive off, but the crossover and the 5H punished out over with the 2U. Close H. Look at the chip build up with those close H's here. Just one more is going to be enough. The air-to-air sequence with that JM.
And this unknown Fairy Raz moving on to our winners finals, guaranteeing himself a spot in the championship bracket. Once you make top 4 in this tournament, at that point you're just playing for a little bit of seeding and also, of course, making a bit more money from the Qualifier prize pool, which is $100 to boot, split between the top 3. So coming up next, we have 2 players that I think we've already seen on stream today, GBX and Mikon. So I think we're going to see a little bit of Zoe going up against, I believe it was Lancelot for Mikon.
Yeah.
Mikon posting some Lancelot stickers to match GBX's Zoe stickers. Pretty fun stuff. They're having a good time with that. So whenever the players are ready, we can go ahead and get into it.
Zoe versus Lancelot. Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
GBS versus Mikon. Immediate Ray strike coming on through off of the raw. Might have been too far out for Lancelot to be able to punish there. We see coming back over Frey trapped over with the second part of the Southern Cross in here. Not going to be able to get too much without that full conversion, as we see Light Blade Impulse first on through, punishing out the convergence. See Dylan back. Anti-air for your troubles. Blade Impulse too far out and too low to the ground to get that 5H and see the Air Thunder burned out. Viva event for a bit more spacing. Wogenstrom out. Now we're pushed down to the other corner. Negative offensive. We see anti-air actually in favor of Mikon there for the Air Turbulence, catching him out with the throw. We see Air Thunder burned out. Wogenstrom set up. Caught him out of the mash here. Same thing with that UOH. That the run up throw going to be able to work on through. Crossover to the other side. And The bar EOH gonna get stuffed over with the 2L.
Battle 2. Engage.
First time going over to Mikon. See if he's gonna be able to keep it up here as you see. Aerial swing, slashing there, full hold onto the turbulence. VermiCL still gonna be able to work on through. Double overhead as he double spot dodge is still gonna be able to get a lock on through. Crossover to the other side, and the same reset that we had seen in the previous game too. Gonna be able to work on through with that Delta Leap JM. Reset that back shift to try and bow out here, but the full weight. Mikon was ready for that, and with that close H, blade impulse into the Weiss Flugel. Gonna be a quick game 1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Alright, if GBX is going to make some adaptation for it, though air stall out with the air thunder, Mikon remain patient for it. All sides looking for it, though what a catch. Going to be able to cross over to the other side enough to avoid on the aerial spinning slash. Let's see. Mixing him up for it, though counter hit on that aerial spinning slash here yet again. Couldn't quite get the 5H though. What a whiff onto it, gonna be able to come through though. What a mash over on the reset attempt. As you see, low high working on through. Too far out, man. Been a rush attempt there. Let me see, 2H over for your trouble. Space slash over to the bisection. Keeping it safe. Auto combo just looking for the reset though. What a catch over on that rush of RA. Walk up aerial spinning slash. Still gonna be able to catch him on the other side with that gamma ray afterwards. Got his own victory coming in through. Early tech over into it. 2U punished out with the air thunder. Sweeping beam to keep up with the corner. Your stags it back over. Dragon breath into it. Was expecting the hit, but Mikon remaining patient. Back shift. Immediate check over afterwards. Anti-air for your troubles. And just looking for a hard knockdown. Too high up. That's when we see the catch over on the throw bait. Ogrestrub, no, just the VermiCL jump. Yet again, tried to go for it, but GBX ready with the checkout this time. Aerial spinning slash, no lean to work on through, but has the hold onto the thunder. Caught out of the movement with the frame trap out afterwards. As you see, the last wish off of the convergent, immediate OD over on the wake up. Blade impulse, actually plus off of that sequence here. Not enough to kill, had to spin it out, but what a spot dodge on that overdrive. Looking for it off of that. Air Thunder blocked out, but still gonna be able to get the punish out. Spacing's over for it. Unfortunate on that initial Southern Cross, but still looking for it. +1 off of that UH yet again. Southern Cross doesn't let the whole thing rock, allowing GBX to take a turn back. Hold on to the Thunder here for fear of the follow-up. We see a media mash over with that 2N. VermiCL, dump, and caught out of that whiff punish. Link on through. We see the Southern Cross repetitions coming out. Reset it back over to the Wogenstrom. And then see the over able to catch out the fuzzy mash too, and yet again, hot touch on the overdrive, looking for it. And with those great responses over on offense, that has become taking it over GBX.
Yeah, absolutely killer offense coming out from Mikon there. I think I saw 2 or 3 dodged ODs, like some crazy mix-ups, you know, doing everything a Lance can to open you up, but, you know, I saw some great offensive sequences coming out from GBX as well. You know, I'm never gonna forget that H spinning slash to beat out the Aberray rush down. That was crazy. I didn't even know that could happen like that. But coming up next, we're moving into our losers top 8. So this is going to be, I believe we have Haise versus Pinheiro. Pinheiro, who we saw earlier, but Haise, I believe, is going to be their first time playing on stream.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what both sides pull out. Haise, you said it, we haven't seen yet, but Pinheiro showcasing both the Eustace and the Urazah, so I'm wondering what he'll choose to opt for. He's in to stick to the Urazah this time. And we see Haise with the Eustace as well. Super interesting to see all of the zoner play in South America.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
He didn't want to play the mirror, then we'll see how it goes. He's gonna be able to zone him out here. Flammic, immediate jumping over for Urazah. Has to be careful over for as you see me and Rat Race. Just a bit of a mistimed spot dodge coming over for him. Italians interrupted out, and immediately the zone play coming out. Crossover into the immediate throw. Rat Race checked over for a UMH, caught out with a throw bait too. Double Rat Race proc, too far out for that 5M, but still a great chunk of damage. Spread shot to give the advantage and reset back in towards the neutral, but what a grappler jump by over by Pinheiro. Keeping it up, crossover to the other side. What a immediate guy catch it out, and the back shift actually getting punished out with the extinction as well. Anti-aerial for your troubles. Link on through with the close combat, not quite enough to kill as you see the JO. Crossover to the other side, and the tick the OH to get the down.
Battle 2. Engage.
Nicely showing up his shots with, as you see, zoning down between it. Still going to be able to get the Soul Forge. Only a small punch with that Rat Race. Sweeping slash to try and push on through. Staggers it back out. Light Instinction for a save cancel. Going back over with the Battalions. Wasn't expecting the spot dodge into the throw though. Light Rat Race still going to be able to catch out the jump and looking to bait out the spot dodge in response to the Rat Race cancel. But still going to be able to push on through here. Too far out for that 5H to work on through. Spot dodge into it, but still locked down to the corner here. Looking for that immediate check on that spread shot though. Jump back to avoid out on the grin off attempt. As we see the 5H coming in clutch. Another rush to keep up the offense there. Stun light. Medium Rat Race, and we're back into zoning with that spacing. Anti-air for your troubles here. Wanted to get grief over for the close eight, but still working on through. Might have been able to kill there, but opting into the close combat, trying to shimmy up to throw out the bait here. But we see Pinheiro already with the low check on that attempt. Right back and forth we got going here. Who's going to be able to take the first game though? Pinheiro or Haise, as we see back into the standard zoning immediately. Over for the round start. Soul Forge is on deck. Not going to be able to get to the punish here. Try to wait up for the stretch out again. There it is. And going to be able to push on through. Great awareness here. That multi-hit stretch out would normally beat out the Soul Forge. But that ravaging stomp coming in clutch. Another spot dodge. Early tech. This time over on Pinheiro's end. As we see Soul Forge trying to unlock that charge snipe. Going to be able to interrupt it out. And the run up throw going to be secured after that Soul Forge attempt. And now Haise with the single life lead, but Urazah could do more than enough to try and catch it out. You see overdrive as they knocked out the Soul Forge and the Savage Rampage. Gonna have a ton of effort. Caught out with it, but too far for that 5M. We'll see the overdrive coming on through. Safe cancel over to the Flammic. Doubling up. Still looking to keep on through here. Rising slash, not able to catch out that jump and delayed it just a bit as we retreat back into the neutral. And too early over on that spot dodge. That H-Rat Race gonna be able to hit its mark and get the finish for game one.
I wonder if Pinheiro here is weighing his options. We did see the Eustace earlier, very impressive. Did quite well against Razor's Fairy, even though it did end up losing. But we're going to see if he opts for the mirror match instead of sticking to the Urazah, maybe.
We've only seen the two. Maybe the mirror match, maybe he's got a third character up his sleeve.
Yeah, I mean, whether you like the mirror match or not, you can never argue that, you know, it's going to be an even matchup. You've got exactly the same tools as your opponent, and it's just a matter of who winds up using them better in the set, which, I mean, maybe he must not have been completely confident in the mirror match going into this, so that might be where some of this dilemma is coming into play.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that he's going to be locked in for the rest of the set. So he'll have to be able to clinch out 2 games in a row.
Yeah, unsure how deep Haise's character pool goes, but perhaps he's not comfortable playing against a secondary or maybe a different character that Haise has represented, which maybe Haise is not playing just because he can't play it into the Urazah, so.
We'll see. Going to for end of game 2, locked into it, and we see the Uno pick come out.
Yeah, Uno, the honorary pick coming out here. You know, didn't see that. Have we seen a character that's not a zoner? Just the Lancelot, right? There's nothing but zoners down here, so
Yeah.
just move to the next, more powerful, more zoning zoner.
I'd be moving to it. We'll see if they'll be able to work on through. Not gonna have to deal with the zoning as much in here, but that fearless offense over Eustace is gonna be able to work on through. Still trying to catch up with the jump ins with the stun light here. Rock shot's gonna be a push on through. Super jump to bow out of the scenario here. We see the Spiral Spear into the Rune Nation. Slowly poke it away here. The issue isn't as terrible for Eustace here. Might need to opt into the charge Flamix more to try and double up with the Rakshasa here. As you see the whiff punish onto the V of close combat with the Rakshasa there. Plus frames off of the Ruination here. It's not looking like a great situation as you see the rush coming out on lock. Not expecting the last part of that hit to come out.
Battle 2. Engage.
What? So we're working out for Pinheiro here, stopping all of the immediate zoning over with these Rakshasas and catching them out with these Spiral Spears follow-ups. The layup with the stun, like still negative to try to reinforce it. See plus range choosing to respect it out this time, but not expecting the crossover into it. The run up close H still got enough time for the fleeting spark to make it spark. Still running through with the Ruination off into a rush to push through the strike portion of the Rakshasa. Throw it right back on through with the zoning JU. No fear with that 2H hit though. As he charge flag, looking to opt into it over at the full screen. Both sides can opt into it. This might be Yusa's best range if he wants to zone at the full screen. Not too much awareness as you see right into the Assault Knife, maybe expecting the full hit there. But with that misconfirm, we're gonna go right into the Astral Lance cancel. A big grip of damage coming over to you, but not quite enough to kill. But one more Rakshasa might be enough to do it. Same thing with the Ruination here, or the Chip Fear. Rakshasa chipped out, and just the 2U approach to catch the walk. And we see here immediately that Uno paying out dividends. A nice solid 2 rounds as Haise is going back into the room as well. Post a media.
Yeah, maybe the character selection mind games went a little deeper than we expected here, Spiral. We've got counter picks on counter picks on counter picks.
Is it gonna be a different zone? Oh my goodness,
the
Lediva.
I'm just on a roller coaster ride right now. This guy goes from Eustace to Lediva to counterpick the Onrey? This is not the matchup I would have picked, but, you know, leave it to Haise. He's the professional here.
You see that very strong anti-air coming out with that H Spiral Sphere. There's just 2 jumps in terms of the exaggerated archetypes from Zoner to Grappler. We'll see if it works out for her. The Kiva Panda out with that 5H. Lockdown plus frames over with the Rakshasa here. Astral Piercer not gonna be able to get too much of a punish here. Only with that light here. Love Grapple gonna get topped back as well. Raw Lariat in here. The counter confirmed, but no cancel into the second Lariat though. Could be a big push under the court, but slowly walking in towards the corner, back in towards the mid screen. Crossover overdrive. No worry about the chip scenario this time. Can take it nice and slow. Second up, 0. And what a gambit over with that H screwdriver. Spent it out. Same thing with the fleeing spark though. Will we see it again with the maximum love bomb? Try to bait it out this time. We see the raw throw. Couldn't quite punish it out with the JH. But now Haise has the light bleed. OD will run out, but that such spot dodge is gonna allow him to reinforce his turn. And let's see if he's going to be able to clinch it out with this character swap here. We're on set point for him. See if Pinheiro is going to be able to bring it back. Caught out of that spot dodge with the 5H. Pinheiro started us up good as we see the late take over from Haise. Second up. What we see for a third one? No, standing back over with the strikes. Medium headbutt finally ready to catch out those whiffs on the headbutts here. Jump into you. Classic with the empty jump. Right into the screwdriver. No fleeing spark. Might dial back into the back shift here. Medium headbutt into the tick throw. Does have the parry backup, but will he opt for it though? Back shift out this time, but kind of the movement. I'm gonna be able to look out through too far out to get the devoted body slam, but regardless, light confirm over into the maximum love bomber. And what? The character swap over by Haise to round off the set.
Yeah, both character swaps working out for both the players here, but unfortunately for Pinheiro, he did lose the first game, so Haise is going to be up 2-1 and move on into deeper into the top 8. Very cool stuff, and had no idea how deep that character counterpick meta was going to run here, but you know, we're going to learn today, Spiral.
I think we might get to see it more as these sets get longer over in the finals. But for right now, we still have a few more losers matches to get through.
So coming up next, 2 players we've already seen on stream. We've got Sait, I think we saw his Matera earlier, and we've got Creacho, the Lil Wayne player we're seeing.
Joe, we're just waiting over on site.
Should be here any moment. But yeah, I'm glad we're getting a lot of really good games here on stream for sure. And I believe Kuaz, one of the entrants, streamed a bunch of the off-stream matches. I know that there was a one of the matches to make top 8 that we couldn't stream today, Manticol versus Mr. Panda. I believe I heard that match was streamed over on Kuaz's stream, and I'm sure a number of other matches, especially in the losers bracket, no doubt got streamed over there. So if we wrap up top 8 and you just did not get enough Granblue, definitely check out his VODs. No doubt you can really get to know these South American players so much better.
Rooms. Sitting over on the other side, we got Sait versus Creature. Pretty sure we got Search's favorite matchup coming on.
Yeah, I'm expecting Matera versus Lil Wayne, but we are getting the Cagliostro versus Lil Wayne, Search's other favorite matchup.
Yeah. Second favorite matchup. Okay.
Realizing the one flaw of my Fantastic Overlay is that it covers up the translations, so you know, just encouraging players to use the English dub, so that the viewers at home can understand what the characters are saying.
I see Sait, she's in the up for Cagliostro. You've already seen one before, so I'm interested in seeing the playstyle of this one here. Clash out into the spot dodge. Colin check us over for both sides. We see the Conjure gonna get punished out with the Sammy here. It's a house that might have been able to work it out with the H hand. And no spot dodge on to come at me, bro. Dude, block string out with the low to boot. See, calculated. We got another charge of the collapse coming out. Light my hands as we see the airman hands coming out on lock. And the calculator gonna be able to burn on through. Staggering it back over for a tick. The row gonna get early attack. As we see the tools coming out. But the collapse is gonna be enough to avoid on the missiles. Video calculated. Back on through, but the overall sweep. 2U always coming in clutch here. Laser out. Overhead. Off into it with the Sammy as well for the unblockable sequence. Overdrive for a good grip of chip right into the HPA. As Lid Bros trying to flex on him, not catching out with the overheads or the lows here. No, Connor slipping right at the last moment. And that's going to be enough for the first down. We'll see if Sait's going to be able to tie it up for the second one. See back and forth. 2U of light calculated. Sammy and the laser going to allow for a bit more pressure coming out. Sarah frame trap. 5H coming out on 2, but not going to be enough to lock down Sammy with that early cancel here. 5M coming in clutch. As we see the walk back, going to be able to catch out that whiff throw. Low right at the Tommy to keep up the pressure. Whiff onto it yet again, but didn't have awesome sauce to work on through. Air spirit body just a bit too late over on the check. See, light calculated. Light my hand, still going to be able to check it out with that 2L. Sammy and Tommy beating him up. Beating of awesome sauce over into it. Missiles. Will we see the overdrive into the HPA or just the raw? No, 5-8 jump and convert it right over to the SSBA, and that's going to be more than enough to deny him that opportunity. Great back and forth we got going now. Let's see, laser out, wait out from both sides off of that dash up. Good spacing out with them because we have my hands coming up. But that laser coming in clutch, no cancel into the awesome sauce though. Still gonna be able to keep up the lively with that and the corner pressure as well. Light awesome sauce for the delay frame trap though. What a check over by Sait. My hand set up, just immediate meaty here. HV hand just a bit too far out to get the parry portion of the come at me, bro. But fortunately for Creacho, no punish over on Sait and still locked down into the corner. Sammy Tommy here, spot dodge, not gonna be able to catch him out. But the throw bait coming out on lock, full auto combo. Doubling it up yet again, missiles up, overdrive right into HPA. And this is another situation. It's Lit Bros catching out the anti-air.
Yeah, excellent usage on the Creature's side of the meter to create this checkmate situation, doing like almost 1,000 damage a chip at the end there.
Yeah, great usage of the overdrive there. Being able to do damage and a great amount of chips with his properties. Mixing very well with HPA. But Sait choosing to remain out with the Cagliostro. We'll see if it's going to work out for him. Though as you see, no spot dodge on the parry out yet again. That's going to force him to get locked down to the corner here. 5M ready for that cancel into the Alexandria to beat out the Sammy too. Alright, back into it once more here. Just a bit too quick onto the draw. Sammy and Tommy, no check out this time for fear of the boys coming out. Laser, fake it out, go for the throw. And we got our sequences coming out. Just a delay up onto it. Meaty out. No, yet again here. Surge coming out on lock. Overdrive. Both sides opting for it though. Missile's gonna see onto it. Will we see the HPA? There it is. Will he be aggressive onto it? No, caught out of the movement with the Lit Bros. Flex it on him with the overhead. And the follow up with the lights. And Gricho over on set point. See if Sait's gonna be able to stop it here, but it's not looking too good for the start. Stabs it back over to the left. 5M for the immediate checkout afterwards. Crossover, another clash scenario. This time opting over the spot dodge. H, awesome sauce, no from Abby, bro. But we see a trade over Creature's favor, keeping out lockdown. But these 5M counter hits into Alexandria have been going great for Sait. Gotta be able to push out. Stabs it back out. H my hand. Beam calculated, air spare body, wasn't expecting it now, and a full convert off over to it, though, saving out on the meter, just looking for one solid hit to round off the round. Another awesome sauce here, no overdrive for the defensive play quite yet. We see a solid jump in, doesn't have awesome sauce here, and no rush off for the like confirm either. Another clash, this time we're gonna Creatures and press the faster button there with that 2M. Sammy and Tommy, and the classic sequence over by him. Fake it out the high, hitting him low with the Sammy, and that is Creacho pulling out all the stops to secure the set.
Yeah, good stuff from Creacho. Moving further in the bracket, going to have to face off against GBX next. But we'll be moving on to the other side of the losers quarterfinals. So this will be Mr. Panda versus Haise. Just waiting on both players to join the room. Haise is already here, and let me make sure. Let them know that it is their turn now to play. So I believe this is a Matera on the side of Mr. Panda, is what we saw earlier. And then on the side of Haise, so far we have seen both the Eustace and the Ladiva. So maybe a little too soon to make assumptions, but I expect that most Ladiva players would not want to play against the Matera. So my gut says we're going to see the Eustace, but I've been wrong before.
And I'm wondering if Haise has another character pick for that specific scenario if he's not opting for the Eustace.
Yeah, perhaps he might have a character for every matchup. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, good old Belial.
Yeah, good old Belial's always got your back when you're a little bit worried in a matchup, so you never know.
Very intrigued.
All right. Jita versus Belial? Alright.
Yeah, good old Belial. Nothing beats Belial.
Nothing beats Belial except maybe this Jita. We're gonna have
good
to
old
see.
Jita. Nothing beats Jita. they have their own guns going on here.
Yeah, this is
like serious business.
they play 4D chess down there. That's what I'm saying here. Like
it's like he thought we playing with these high tiers. I would try these low tier honest Shotos.
you can't rely on what you've seen before. These guys, they have multiple characters on deck ready to bring out in top 8 losers of all things. So you know they're confident in their secondaries.
Yeah, very great to see all this variety come out here. We see Haise over the first strike, putting himself into the corner with that cross up JL. You're not going to be able to work on through, but we see Urazah check it right into a great chunk of damage over with that technical input as well. Man, I might have to look out for that in those other sequences. Give extra sugar. No catch over with that rising sword on the parry. Still enough able to block it, lock down, and the immediate defensive overdrive over on Haise's end. And to remain patient, so as the meter as we see the H-Dragon Late burned out. Goisha messing around with those crooked follow-ups. Not going to be able to quite get across the punish with that JM. But still sitting pretty with that life lead and the overdrive here. Missed opportunity. That's one tick gone, even with the small punish. Getting rid of all the OD. One more tick, and that'll do it. Still going to have it for at least 20 more seconds in here. Disrespecting the negative frame. Still going to be able to get something going. No true block shake. Walk back to avoid him out, though. We're cashing right out into the limited. What a round over by Haise. Walk back, sitting very comfortable, ready to put out out the whiff on the overdrive. And it's still looking on through another use over that JU. Immediate 5L check first. Repetition of the Vorpal Blade here. We got some shenanigans going over with those crooked resets. Only a small amount of damage with that light crooked follow up. I see Goisha's coming out on lock. Same thing with the Regan Late. No punish out with the super jump. Looking for the turn back comfortably. Say a repetition. Doesn't go for the whole thing. And Haise looking for the spot dodge there actually. And another disrespect. Deja vu back in towards the corner here. Fortunately for Panda. Gonna be able to avoid out of Visago. No punish over to it. And still locked into the corner. But not too much damage taken with that close H starter. Back and forth. Got out the approach. This time, not opting for the Notoria after the HS Modis. Another Visago coming out. Yet again, via JL, full auto combo into the UH, catching out the mash out with the 2M. No full convert over with that close H. Another chance over for Panda as they say the negative frames over into the drive. H-Dragon Life gonna be able to push on through. Haise still with the life lead, can sit out pretty here. Joseph Panda's looking for an opportunity to push on in through. There's this Vorpal Blade, only got the one hit, and the counter confirm, only small damage, or with that 2M. Full conversion as we see that 2U coming over by Haise. Yet again, sweep out and another catch with that close H sequence. This time fully converting for the down.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
We're just choosing to stick out with it. Clash of the projectiles, give the airship sugar. Not gonna be able to punish out the Regan Lave. But still not too much more. Small first attack bonus coming over Haise with it. But that 2U coming in clutch to lay out the World Blade to get that carry. Staggers it back out right over to the 2M. Now this time, Panda is in pretty with the life lead. We'll see if Haise is going to be able to find a way in. But we're quite early onto the round. Playing out the zoner game, slowly walking over into it. We'll see the Notoria try to force the turn back, but Panda ready with the checkout again. Another tick throw off of that 5H. Gotta be ready to look for that cancel here as we see another tick OH. The layout from both sides, afraid of for the reversals here as we see no punish over in the second repetition, a fade of the final hit. As we see the rest of dive, gonna be able to punish out the crossover attempt on the Regan Lave. We're back in towards the neutral spaces out with the crooked raw Vorpal Blade catching out the close H before it can resolve. Overdrive, walk back, no spot dodge though, but still sitting out with the life lead. Has the 3 ticks available, but just a little over 35 seconds left on the clock for Haise to get something going here. Just trying to mix him up with these JUs. And once more, not sleeping on this hog. At one point you might have to do it, but he's going to pay dearly. No crouch confirm off of that Goisha hit though. Another chance for Panda to try and bring it back. But now he's at the deficit. Back and forth, rest of dive, catching out the crossover here. Might be able to keep up the life lead. And a full weight delay out. Just a bit too late on the H Notoria. And Panda's going to be able to block and punish out accordingly.
Battle 2.
Down but not out. Projectile's coming out raw Asmodeus in here. And Haise might choose to start dialing it into the Notoria after the Asmodeus again. All these times that he's been blocking or trying to force the turn back. Reset it back over to a what a conversion off of that. But no cancel off of that 2L. Meaning that Panda's going to be able to reinforce the way on through. More pressure onto Arrested Diver trying to get a bit more going here. Air stalls out galore. Panda still remaining patient with it. Your gain is up. We'll have it up, but the ragged late mind games have been playing out well for Panda. Arrested Dive catching up Haise yet again. Back and forth, but Haise was able to push it back into the corner. 5H up, saving out on the Goisha actually here. Staying that same frame trap sequence that he's been going for. Panda not falling for it out this time. Goisha to keep up the plus frames, messing it up on the tick throw attempt, but Panda not ready for the punish over on the whiff. Still locked down into the corner yet again. Just willing to take all of these Fasagos, see these theories, see the medium Notoria, too much of a block string working on through. Not enough of a gap to beat on through with the rush. And with that Legitimaten, might be enough to do it out for you. Don't have another round to work through. We go right into that point for Haise. We'll see if he's going to be able to clinch it out. See the engage start. Immediate super jump into these air stall. Also, I'm wondering if Panda's going to try and look to catch him out with these rising swords. Next time around here, succeed. Another tick though, this time at a different timing with that auto combo. Medium Notoria remaining patient out with the plus range this time. UOH comfortably taking back the turn with the first repetition of the Vorpal Blade. Afraid to punish it out. And we finally see the rising sword coming over on Panda's side. Down the pressure. 5H up. And still no Notoria to fight back over on that check. Haise remaining patient, keeping it up. And yet again, very liberal with all this Fasago usage. Medium Notoria right into the tick throw. Back and forth here. Too early over on the throw, but only a small punish with those 2 Ls. Overdrive. Dodge might to maybe catch it out, but Panda still going to be able to catch him out regardless. Give Dash and Sugar finally coming out on lock. This time at a close enough range to work on through. Frame trap over with the Goisha. And yet again, Fasago. This might be too little too late to try and keep up going here. No punish over on the run up throw. One Vorpal Blade. No check over in the punish as you see plus frames over with the Regan Lave. Still 30 seconds left with a big deficit. Doesn't have to worry about the chip. H rising sword to bust right on through. There's it back out and the OD on it and still going to be able to block it out. So a few seconds left of the overdrive. Not going to be able to get too much more out of it. And now going to have to deal with the chip from Haise's end as well. Might not even matter if he just lands one more clean hit. You see 15 seconds left on the clock in here. Caught out of the 2-up with it. This could be what he needs. If he keeps it up with the throw baits here. Less than 10 seconds left here. Fearless pressure out. And the full chip sequence coming out on lock.
Yeah, and with that, Haise is going to move on into our top 4, making him another lock-in for the finals event on October 1st. So good stuff from him in that very important match. You know, 4th place being sort of the cutoff to qualify. So we're going to be moving into our next losers top 8 quarterfinals, and that is going to be GBX versus Creacho. So yeah, another important qualifying match. Be interesting to see. I think both these players have been showing themselves as specialists, committed to their respective characters. So I think we should see the GBX Zoe versus the Creacho Lowain. But again, wouldn't be the first time I was wrong on stream.
We should have seen so many interesting character swaps and even just the character variety too has been quite nice to see.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
GBX versus Creature. Try to go in with the parry, but the Air Thunder Air Star working on through. Big throw off of the sweeping sequence. Heavy breath. Or just going right off her with the frame trapped over with the closed medium. Air reset out, figuring out, going for the throw, and still going to be able to get close H into it. No more lean to work with as the Thunder here. And this has been a quick bout of offense coming out to immediate relentless pressure and a perfect to round us up for the first round. Right off of any sort of sequence, immediately check it in between strike and throw. We'll see if Creature's going to be able to find an opportunity coming through. Medium awesome stuff. No punish over into it, caught out of the air throw there. That's going to be first strikes coming over to Creature. We see here, one throw is all it needed. The what a block over in the UH, not falling for the throw bait, and just a bit too late on the aerial spinning slash punish there. Air Thunder coming in clutch afterwards, and yet again for another throw bait. Creature not falling for it, and catch it out with his own off of the run up back shift. What a clash of favorite Creature, but no cancel off of that 2M. Caught out of the lane with that tool. Push it right on through, crossover, expecting it out. We see the rush, no, overdrive, chipped out with the missiles into HBA. Richo showing his own peerless sequences. We see the crossover punished out with the It's Lit Bros. A great showcase over for both sides. As you see, Xavier Tommy pushed right through with the throw, not going to be able to cover in time with the Ray strike in here. Going for the risk on that follow-up. No fear over to it. You see the frame trap over to it. Bisection off of that spinning slash. Air reset over into it. Not ready for the spot dodge, but fortunately for him, not going to be able to get too much Oki thanks to Leard covering his back there. Defensive overdrive after missing out on the punish. Another Ray strike, and just diving into the lights this time, not choosing to miss it out. Xavier Tommy caught out of the movement, not going to be able to do too much as you see tools coming out. Early tech, Air Thunder, not going to be able to actually punish it out. Unfortunate over for Gricho, but still doesn't have to worry for us. You see this spinning slash over into the Gamma Ray. Saw the Xavier Tommy come out and was looking for blood on that SBA.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Alright, on through. Jumping, respected out, but that 2U Grichos. They're doing great for him. Spot dodge on the tool, gonna be able to stop out his approach. And that 2M as well to stop the cancel. Close H, the punish out that come at me, bro. What a weight over on that parry. You see, sweeping thrust, aerial spinning slash, staggers it back over into the heavy breath. Xavier Tommy actually punishing out the Thunder. Good grip of damage and Spaghetti on deck with a don't mind if I do. Missiles coming out, delay up. This time doing a full weight onto the spinning slash. Be able to push right back in towards the mid screen. We'll see the back shift. No, try to go for a strike throw sequence on that -4 with Creature opting into the overdrive right into the HPA. Should be able to punish it out with the flex on him. Just go for another reset, mash it out, try and get some damage. Or Creature ready out, dealing a good chunk of damage off into it. And the missile is just going to be able to catch out EVX on Wake Up. Air Thunder, parry out for it. About equal for both sides with the whiff recovery on those. Light spinning, aerial spinning slash in here, jump in on the heavy breath, not gonna be able to quite get a punish, but the frame trap gonna allow him to reset over with that Sammy, though what a clash scenario. Air normal still gonna be able to clash out with that 5L. Doesn't gain too much, but that is a great portion of meter off of those two clashes actually. Both sides are already near 100%. See, burned right on through. Light tool, Sammy, we see the throw, early tech in here, caught out of the backdash with it, respecting the light tool and the counter confirming it doesn't opt into the H awesome sauce though. And now Creature's back in towards the corner. 2U still able to recover in time. High city slash hitter. Overdrive caught out with the parry. And the Gamma Ray. Definitely a missed input here. Just a small punish over for it. Not too much. And we see the same seekers over with the tool. And UOH out for both sides. Still frame trapping out with the block stun. So Creature's going to be able to come out with the missiles. UOH. Overdrive. HBA. Oh, not even needed. Just a 2L around off the game. And now we're 1-1. Alright, back going through heavy breath reset off of it. Caught him out with the frame trap. Sweeping beam, low, high, ready to get blocked over for Sammy and Tommy too early onto it. That's a good grip of damage to bust out of the corner into the mid screen. Aerial spinning slash coming in clutch to go there for that strike throw sequence on hit. But that 2U from Creature as well. Go right on through. Good for Airstall choosing to respect the Air Thunder here. Locked out with it, an air unblockable setup. Very nicely done, but just a bit too late over on the 2H. Sammy and Tommy coming in clutch, didn't opt for the cancel, but that defensive throw gonna allow GBX to keep it up for it. Clipped over with a low, Link on through with the Armageddon. Super scaled with all the light hits along with the sweeping beam, so shouldn't be enough to kill off of the SSBA. Leaving him with a sliver. Will we see the try this on precise? Almost immediately with no meteor. Work on through. We'll see how well he's going to be able to defend. Genocide caught out with it. Another Genocide. And too early on the spot dodge. That's good enough to be able to steal back the round and put himself on set point. Back and forth. There's a meteor run up here. Caught over with the tech. And that should push all the way in towards the corner with the bisection. Sweeping beam. Run over throw should be able to go for the sequence out. Same thing, we're seeing a deja vu for that last round here. Parry out, this time with a delay to avoid out, able to get out the Oki, but the back shift to try and keep out the pressure, 2H up, and reset it back with that UOH. Air Thunder actually not going to be able to beat it on through trade out. Same thing with the tool here. Damage coming out, and just choosing to opt into the Iggy. Very early though, could be a bit scary to try and take it back if he's not able to get too much going on. Mundy's out, and just the immediate hop forward is not afraid of taking any of the chip here. Genocide to push out. Earth Pillar. Jump in punish. No, just a bit too late onto it. Fortunately for Kricho, but no, not a great situation. Locked down into the corner where one throw is going to be enough to do it as well. Defensive up into the overdrive, and that chip is going to be the concern here. What a jump in punch. Still has to worry about. Got some food going here. Missiles up. Core had to block it out, and the 5L check out afterwards. In forfeiter, we're going into the final round of the set here. Air Thunder beating out the Sammy, and that's going to be a ton of Leer meter to come out right and through. Heavy breath, not even over to the right side. Sweeping going to be able to keep him locked down though. Staggers it back over the lights, right into the 2M with the heavy breath. Super jumped about out of it with Sweet coming out with his own yet again. Reset it back, jump in, sequence out, tried to go for the tick throw, but GBX ready with the checkout afterwards. Wasn't expecting the crossover, double close H right into the last switch. Look at all the meter gate, and we're just opting right into the Iggy yet again from Kricho's side. Genocide. We see the Nethervale hops right over, just bunny hopping his way out. No fear of taking all this chip in here, and the Earth Pillar catching out the sweeping beam over at the last turn. Orbital thrust right into the sweeping beam from a range, caught out with a tick throw with the parry, and just faking out the thunder sequence with the throw to round it off the set. Very valiant attempt for my creature, but that's GBX considering on into loser semis.
Good stuff coming out from GBX to climb all the way to the top 4 through the losers bracket. And coming up next, we've got our winners finals. It will be first to 3, which I'm not sure if I set the room to first to 2 or unlimited.
I think it's first to 2. Yeah, we got this up there.
Take a look. I set it to 2. Settings. Hopefully someone helps me out with the translation.
Yeah, while we're waiting for that to get squared away, we always opt to contribute to the championships with the Matcherino. We got it up to a nice 560 now. Thank you so much. Over to Wavy with the $5, putting us up to a nice 560. And if anybody else wants to help us support out for these finalists, we had a nice chunk of change in for these great South American players. There's the Matcherino over for you. And went back onto the spectating. And we should have Roz and Mikon coming up, right?
Oh, I'm muted. I was muted for a long time. That's my bad. But yeah, I was just talking about we should see, I expect Roz's Fairy up against Mikon's Lancelot. Talking a little bit about the... I think this is a little bit of a contentious matchup. Even going back as far as Season 1 when both characters were almost unilaterally considered extremely strong. I don't think players ever came to a consensus on what the matchup was. You know, if you asked a Fairy player, they would say, oh yeah, she loses to Lancelot for free. If you ask a Lancelot player, like, oh yeah, he gets bodied by Fairy. So, a little bit curious how this will play out now. Obviously, it's a different patch, but you know, I think both characters have tools that the other character finds annoying, to say the least.
Indeed. See how it goes, especially in the first of 3 formats. Still opting for the meaty blade impulse. No fear of it as we see the second repetition of the Southern Cross. We've been to mix it up, though. Early tick on the throw and the spectral dive to bow out of the corner. Usually started us off with, but Mikon has started off strong with all the damage he's built up relative to Roz's here. VermiCL to try and fake it out. Spot dodge over on the other end. And get Spence. No counter confirm off that 5-0, but that JO coming in clutch as we see the throw bait coming out on lock. Just choose it to cycle into the full auto combo, carrying out all the way into the corner with the Weiss Flugel. Let's see. Just a safe jump out over to it, the light blade impulse. Might have been able to punish it, but just a bit too slow onto it. But a dire situation. Hasn't opted into the overdrive, though. What a tron to catch him out over to the other side. Right, that's a game that you look for here. 2M up. Overdrive. Just barely within range here. And now Mikon's going to have to look for one solid hit, though. What a 2H to catch out that VermiCL. And all of a sudden here, it's getting a little bit more scary. Even with no HP, still has the overdrive over on lock. Turbulence right into the VermiCL, not falling for the UOH out this time. Spot dodge to avoid on the 5L. Slowly getting chipped away, but what an interrupt with that blade impulse. Final battle 2, and then the full thing wrong, and the K-Foul coming out on lock, not working on through. But still has to work out for it. Double it out yet again, and the air throw to punish out the JL whiff. Once it's over by Mikon, gonna be able to even up the life lead just a little bit with that. Urazah's been doing great, locking him down over with that block string sequence. Has a ton of meter out to work with. Pushed out into the corner here. UOH clipping him out. Turbulence right over into it and caught out of the movement with the VermiCL afterwards. GG for the air reset. Got over with it. Should be able to link right on through. What a block over on that air reset. Instant over and a rush to try and push on through. Same thing over on Roz's end. We see that punish it here. Like Beppo too far out to get anything going here. I'll be constantly for it. But the rush is going to be able to catch out the stagger pressure. Alright, back in that light blade impulse, no whip punish over on Roz's end. Still remaining patient in there. Close H, not going to be able to work as an anti-air in that scenario. And first strikes are all coming over to Roz. Mikon's looking over for the strike and to reset it back. And caught out of the viewer with the instant check over by Roz's end. GG up. 5H in here. Already a ton of meter built over by Roz. So he's going to be able to get anything going here. We see that JL. Instant rush off of the air reset. Air reviv in to try and knock him off. But still remaining patient. But push out into the corner with all these Southern Cross repetitions. Spectral dive, respecting the turbulence overhead, right into the tick throw. Meaty blade impulse, standard frame trap. Reset it back with the Wogan Strong. Low into another throw. Meaty up, staggers it back over into it. Not falling for the throw bait. Back shift, punish over with the 5L still. So you see jump in, gonna be able to make its mark in it though, but what a back shift to avoid on the GG sequence. Blade impulse for the frame kill and an overdrive on the defensive end to try and keep it up. No meter coming over. We see that Trom set it out with the GD for still a bit of extra damage. We still got plenty of games to work with as this is first to 3 here with punish for the first strike over on Urazah with that 5M. Raga Spence and the raw blade impulse as well, finally choosing to bow out with the Beppo on that scenario. As we see slowly poking away, life lead is over towards the end. No full conversion off, heartbreak over for Mikon. And that's the Iron Ball being used to space him out. towards the neutral here. JL on the ghost swing, but immediate check over into the 2U. Cross over to the other side. No Delta Leap shenanigans, but finally able to catch him out once more with that UOH. Delay off of the Viva Bin into the safe jump. Spot dodge can be kept over with a throw. Standard frame trap. Reset it back over with the Viva Bin, but that 2U check coming in clutch. Right close to the meter game, run up throw, early tech over on Mikon's end. VM Blade Impulse still choosing to press out, maybe a bit more ambiguous and hard for Fairy to check it out afterwards. In here, as we see the double close medium stuffed out with the delay on that Viva Vin jump. On still looking strong whenever they're able to get something going. See the approach, JO for the first strike, Southern Cross, immediate check afterwards over on Roz's end. Back and forth, missed with push opportunity, anti-air in favor of Mikon as we see the late throw, gonna get early teched over by Roz. 2U coming in clutch, Viva over onto the other side, hard knockdown with the blade impulse, sequence out, crossover to the other side and doubling up with the air Viva as well. Ross still to block it out, but respected out another throw. Delta lead, almost an incident block. Great response over by Ross, but still falling for the frame trap over in that sequence. Double overhead, back shift into the 2U, gonna be able to catch him out low. Same thing over Mikon's end to avoid out on the GZ sequence. Now we're seeing back there to the neutral, too far away to get out with that GG in here, as we see a full punish waiting on that turbulent hold. Heal up. Dags it back over to it, rushed to bow out, no punish over on Raz's end as we see try to force his turn back over the blade impulse and caught out the tech throw yet again. Aether I record scrat off of that 2U. And a UOH 2U into the SSBA. That should be more than enough to kill. And there it is. Tying up the round count. Alright, back into it. Spectral dive here. Wild Clash and area. We've seen that before though. Mikon winning out with his cancel. Still here. Land the full thing. Rock unfortunately couldn't click into the second one. Will you see the turf? Delay it back. Just immediate rush. Knows he wants to stagger it back out to go for the mix up here. What a trade on that air to ground interaction. We see Mikon still remaining patient here. 2U not getting whip punished and still maintaining the corner pressure. See the Spectral dive plus off of that angle. Spot dodge with the run up on the dispense. And the 2U coming in clutch beating out the air Revivin. See that back and forth. Well spaced out here. Caught him out of the throw. Tried to double up for it, but Mikon remained patient this time around. Still getting clipped over by the UOH. And the Trom cancel as well. Jumps out for both sides. Delta leap. Gonna be able to escape out of the corner here. Maybe a bit too far for the punish. Same thing off of that blade impulse. Turbulence gonna be able to catch out that Trom cancel. Another way to bow out and beat it over for it. Loop over into the Wogan Strum. Empty jump low. Still not gonna be able to make it smart though. Great defense over by Ross. Gonna be able to escape with that Trom as well. Since GG is back up, try to catch him out with the H blade impulse. We see the immediate overdrive on block afterwards here. Viva Vin over to the stop overdrive. Might be able to punish it out though. Just a bit too early over at the jump and landed before it can resolve. And now both sides in overdrive. Doesn't have to worry about chip here. We see full hold on the turbulence. Just keep it out raw. And the Hail Mary play is going to be enough to tie up the set count.
Yeah, this set is stressing me out over here, Spiral. These guys are going down to the wire each round, running the clock. I can't believe we're only on game 3.
Oh yeah, game 3. And we see both sides willing to be patient, but they're not afraid to take those risks as well. If it can win over the round. Caught out of the movement, goes for the reset over the Wogenstrom, just staggered it back over, right into the throw, meaty blade impulse. Ross going right for it, just a bit too late. Might be able to catch him out if he opts for it on the media attempt here, but regardless, that is Mikon paying out dividends, reset it back over with the single over into the true block string. Ross still gonna be able to escape. Back throw here, close H, no close medium over into the Trom to try and space out, but off of that frame trap, overdrive. What an anti here, still gonna be a sub with the GG, just another low and gonna be able to get out the GG out this time. Dispense. No, just a bit too high up. Unfortunate drop in here. That was important to try and snowball it out. Still gonna be ready to block it out though. Caught over to the whiff. No full convert out. Just a safe Trom cancel here. But no overdrive over from Mikon's end at the very least for Ross. So you see the overdrive over on that Revivin jump in. 5H gonna have to worry about the chip in here. And now that the blade impulse has gone, no fear of any approach. I see the 5M catching out the run up. These guys have been going back and forth for the first strike coming out for that JL. No full counter confirmed. Had to be on the crouching there as we see. Spectral dive at the spacing. We're into a Viva Vin over onto the other side. I wasn't quite expecting that. We'll see the immediate low. No, save Vix out. And now Urazah showing no fear trying to mash out on these stagger resets. Both of the UOH is called out with the auto combo. GG gonna be set up safely. Couldn't quite air throw him into the GGs there. And now locked down to the corner here. We'll see Mikon's gonna be able to get something going. I see Ross is still gonna do a great over on the defensive aspect here. Interrupt out. No counter confirm over to the dispense though. Another chance to try and push on through, but that super jump is gonna allow Ross to escape out from the corner. 5HO. GG. Super jump. Looking for a timing on that Delta leap. And Ross looking to chase it down as well if need be. Neutral jump, still keep able to turn off of that spot dodge. GG setup, no Chi to probably punish it out though, but just the Bafo is not going to be able to work on through. Link in with it, air reset over with the Rose jump, instant low, but the overdrive is going to be able to deny the tick throw attempt. Hoodie is available and doesn't quite have enough meter. There is the rush if he wants to try and brute force his way on through after in a scenario like this one, but the 5L check, he's going to use the weight it down, and another Hail Mary, not going to be able to work on through this time with that medium turbulence. And Roz gonna be able to recover from that second game to take game 3.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Push right into game 4. We'll see if Mikon's gonna be able to find his way through to keep up that pressure. 5H into the Leica Spence in here. Don't let back. We see the turn. Don't worry about into it though. Throw bait denied. Ready to block it out and take the turn back accordingly. Super jump here. Once again, the heavy buttons here not working out for Lancer. We see the full whip of good right over into it. Too far for the Trom, but still a great deal of damage. Already half of Mikon's life gone. 20 seconds over into the round here. Try to keep up the pressure, but that rush coming in clutch. Caught out with the 2U and already less than 30% life in. Meanwhile, Roz daring 100% still. 2U Trom keeping up with that safe cancel. Iron Ball for a bit more chip. And not gonna be able to get something going. Spacing out, but rush to catch up the delay on the Southern Cross repetition. And we're playing that hit and run game with the Ghost Swing. Back and forth, but that Blade Impulse coming in clutch. Back throw here, push it right on through. Back shift as well to reset back into the neutral. Still has 40 seconds left to play with for the timeout. But what a backdash onto that. Keeping up with the plus range and just choose a retreat back, looking to bait out the OD, putting Roz on set point. Oh no, back and forth. 2M up, Light Blade Impulse, no Whip Punch with the 5 up, but still able to get the first strike in here. We see the Viva Vin crossover yet again here. 2M wasn't quite ready for it though, but Crouch confirm off of that Spectre Ghost dive. Going right into the dispense here. Turb to ground out of that high-low offense situation. Another crossover, but yet again, Ross checking out these UOHs and ready to block them out as well. And we're back to it again. Not too much interaction that Mikon's been able to do. Meanwhile, Ross has been putting him down to less than half HP. So he gets early into the round. Meter over on deck. Raw 2U here. So he needs to get something going here. High into the low. Reset it back with the Viva Vin jump into the JU. And another sequence out. Offensive overdrive out. That is putting Mikon over into the 30% range. Caught out with that Raw 2U. Little auto combo. Just trying to bait out the overdrive there. We see instant JL. Still going to be able to punish it out. Dispense with the whip of good. No, using the heal to get a combo into the assist to make sure it'll kill off of that Vergifted. And kill it will as we take it 3-1 in favor of Roz.
I really like that combo choice there. Being a little bit uncertain of the actual frame advantage on the whiffed OD, choosing to go for a light, and then just, you know, picking a really easy combo that ultimately ends in super and closes out the round.
Yeah. Very good awareness and combo routing there, securing his spot over in grand finals. Mikon, very nice attempt. But still have another chance to get that run back over in the loser side.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be seeing Mikon again in the losers finals. Coming up next after our loser semis now, where we have GBX versus Haise.
Yeah.
And this is back to a 1-2 match, of course, being the loser semis. And again, all the players here have already qualified for the finals. They're just playing for A, seeding. You know, I'm going to be matching up the highest placing player in this tournament with the 4th place player in the North Qualifier. So by placing well here, you earn yourself better seeding in the finals. And then also there's a $100 prize pool, which is being spread between the top 3 here. so they're playing for that as well.
Haise, yet again, pulling out another character out of his bag, choosing to opt for the Zoe mirror.
Yeah, Haise, it seems like he's got a lot of characters under his belt that we've seen today, and busting out a new one every time, so...
GBX versus Haise, we'll see how this goes in here, and we'll see how the play differs here. Not everything's going to trade over with those immortal thrusts, though. Aerial spinning slash for the NTR, beating out the air stall with the air thunder. We see the high standard frame trap. Safe cancel over to the thunder, still pressing out the turn there, as you see heavy breaths coming out galore. Only has one more use of the Leer, and there it is, gone. What we see setups with over with the thunder. Stairs are back out, no full conversion off of that closed light, but we see the aerial spinning slash beating out the immortal thrust. That's the meter gone. And he's going to choose to opt over for the Thunder sequence. UOH might be able to punish it out, though. We see the close H working on it through, just looking for spacing out. Overdrive, hard to punish, but able to get it there. No cancel into the spinning slash, though. A failed anti-air attempt. Gonna be able to get punished over with the jump in. Raw air spinning slash gonna be able to work on through. Hard knockdown over with the Ray Strike. Sequence out. Instant low, but no full conversion off of the sweeping being link. We see heavy breath, still going to be able to get the JU loop right into the spinning slash. Not enough to kill, fortunately, for GBX, but this is not looking too good over with it. Air Thunder to try and get a hard knockdown. Same thing over on Haise's end, round up around. We see the rush crushing out the aerial spinning slash. Not going to be able to cross up in time. I see. We're trading now for Air Thunder over on Haise's end burn. We'll see if GBX is going to opt for the own at some point. We see aerial spinning slash to beat out the convergence hold. Hold onto the thunder, stags it back over with the lights, interrupt over on the sweeping beam attempt though, as you see Crush gonna get crossed over, so back in towards the neutral run. Aerial spinning slash beating out the other one as well before it can resolve. As I say, slowly getting pushed back in towards the mid screen here. Early tech onto it though, interrupt out with the H1. It's gonna be able to link onto it. Has one more usage of it, but what a crossover. Couldn't quite beat it out. You see the Air Thunder try and keep it up. And the overdrive over on Haise's end. Bit of charge coming over for it. Gonna have a bit more use of the Leer from the convergence hold. Tick UOH gonna be able to get blocked over for it. Same thing on the racetrack, but no punish over on Donna's end with that 5L. I see link around through right into the sweeping beam. It's air in favor of Haise. No full conversion off of that 5H though. What a counter confirm though. See aerial spinning slash link on through right into the Armageddon though. Right on through. And that's gonna be more than enough for the finish. We're choosing to stick to the mirror as well. Around through the what an anti-air onto it, just going for the left, right in there, and able to catch him out with the throw bait. Sequence out with the sweeping beam, is the UOH up, not gonna be able to get through with the second part of the sweeping beam, but still look at the life lead already, not even 20 seconds into that round though. Punished over onto the Ray Strike, seconds up with it, walk back to wear it out though. Fortunately for him, the sweeping beam not giving him too much time to work with though. What a clash onto that with the aerial spinning slash on the 2H. Still working in favor to try to disrespect him out with the Gamma Ray, and then is able to make its mark. With that very quick play, GBX is looking to tie up the set with this first round. We'll see if he's going to be able to keep it up on that second one. Light aerial spinning slash, stay back over to the lights, right into the medium, mortal thrust, right over into the aerial spinning slash again, trade onto it in his favor, but GBX just choosing for more charges over onto the Leer meter. Safe cancel to the thunder, but yet again, no check over on Haise on that block string. Should be able to check it out afterwards. And then rush afterwards. Maybe one of the UOH the regard still working on through defensive throw on Ice's end. This could be what he needs to give it up going. He'll interrupt onto the heavy breath, and they're gonna have to deal with this Oki. Just using the stagger back over with the throw bait, doubling up yet again, but that 2 MOS gonna come in clutch over on GBX's end. Locked down over with the thunder, staggered it back over into the spinning slash, doesn't go for the follow-ups this time, and losing out on the turn with that tick. UOH lock into it, but just a bit too late on that punish with the 2U. Switch we're going to do, sweeping beam interrupted before it can resolve here. Immortal thrust over for both sides in here. Has to be careful on these projectiles. Haise might be able to catch out one of these projectiles with an Armageddon, but interrupted out, lockdown, overdrive out. Sweeping beam, interrupted out, but unfortunately for him, messing over, but no cancel over to the Armageddon here. Sweeps up for both sides, another opportunity to bring back this round. Less than 30 seconds left, plenty of overdrive to work out with. It status it back over, standard frame trap, spinning slash. Might have been able to punish it, but regardless, GBX gonna be able to use that time to sneak in an overdrive. Plus frames off of that Aurora Thrust gonna allow that heavy breath to interrupt out that other one. This is set point over for Haise, but GBX is looking to try and keep it back though. Safe block string over with that Immortal Thrust. See back and forth conversion over with the last bridge. Crossover to the other side. Stagger back over to it. And the back throw. Very nice back throw to put him right over into the corner here. Aerial spinning slide. Locked down here. And he had to be able to get the great conversion off of it. Hard knockdown. VDUOH still keeping it the plus phrase with the hold on the Thunder here. Stagger back over with the standard frame trap. UOH up, but Haise still enough of a gap to beat it out with the rush. Anti-air in favor of Haise, gonna be able to put himself out of the corner, losing on the turn, but regardless, push out to the mid screen, and GBX wanting to put him right back into it with that crossover. Overdrive on him with the plus frames. Heavy breath, able to catch out the spot dodge, and that should be enough to do it, as long as he doesn't miss that close M link. Despite the shaky midpoint, GBX still gonna be our current time off of that initial great sequence and catching out that spot dodge to tie up the set count, and we're immediately going back into the room.
Yeah, so we've got another character from Haise coming out. So far, all his character switches have been on point, so I'm curious to see what he's going to go with, and it's going to be the Ladiva. Very interested to see how this goes, since, you know, I mean, I guess this boils down to the same idea you might have for the Henri, where maybe the neutral is a little bit harder, but once you get in on this character, you know, she doesn't have a DP, you know, Henri only has the parry, so the command grab becomes so much more threatening.
See right here, interrupt onto the meme, how about a love hit here, on out of the Dragon Breath frame trap, going back into it yet again. I still remain patient, already being a bit frustrated to deal with as we see pushback from corner to corner with all of it. But the Leern is off of the table now. Off of that tick UOH, that aerial is like beating out the check immediately. Low high into the Thunder to keep up the plus for interrupt over onto the 5H. And it's been more of a struggle, but able to catch out the medium layer, guaranteeing that close like, but opting for the reset. GBX opting for the overdrive as well. Now we're back in towards the neutral. Still definitely a tough scenario. Caught out with the sweetie slash. Carry all the way into the corner here. 5L over into the gamma ray. There it is. Super scaled off of the lights and the auto combo here. So it might not be enough to do it, especially with Diva's HP. But still has a Leern to work with here. And the aerial sweetie slash to catch out the overdrive on wake up. What a great gambit coming out for it. Still had the risk created to block an anti-air, but a great bait onto the OD, putting himself onto the set point. Double spot dodge gonna be able to work on through. Standard frame trap here. Last rich punish over to it though. Tried to go for the plus frames, but not quite plus enough on that headbutt on hit to get that 5H. Lockdown over with these heavy breaths here. Same thing with the Thunder on the hold, choosing to respect it out this time. Same thing out this thing slash here. And 5H up, link on through, tried to go for the screwdriver, but still fortunate enough to actually avoid out on the overdrive. That is one tick of it gone with that NTR. Same thing off of that 2U check, crept over into it. Crouch confirm over into the 2U, staggers it back over into it. UOH to try and beat up a fuzzy jump. But GBX fighting back over with a knockdown. Super jump leading right into it. Not gonna be enough to kill there, even with the aerial spinning slash cancel. Caught out of the movement, and that is GBX clinching it out over Haise 2-1.
Yeah, unfortunately, the character switch not going to work out for Haise, and GBX is going to take that one. Moving on to play against Mikon in losers finals. So just getting Mikon into the lobby. Looks like he might already be here. So just letting the players know that it is, they're good to play.
And my theme song's on. Wait, GBX has a theme song?
GBX has a theme song? Is that...
He's telling you to play it?
Play my theme song?
You know
What's
it?
your theme song? I believe if you're trying to select the music, it's set to any. You're willing to. This has got to be something else. This is the deep South American lore where they have theme songs, and like next thing you know, you're gonna find out GBX has an anime. How many episodes? At least 12. Did I miss a message? I'm still a little confused.
Yeah. Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I think everyone be expecting Zoe versus Lancelot.
And back to 3 out of 5 for the rest of the tourney. Wow, weird.
And we're into it.
Zoe versus Lancelot.
I do believe that this is a run back over from the winter side qualifiers, right?
Yeah, I'll take a look at that if you wanna.
Just going right onto it. 3-0 here, first to 3. Starting off here, we see pressure out from both sides. Full auto combo here, reset it back with that conversion. Just a bit too late on the check there. And that's GBX getting a beefy starter out for a heavy breath cutter right on through. Full auto combo, reset it back with the Viva jump, back shift, and then the feint over by Mikon's end as well. He's a bit over to it. And this time Mikon's gonna be the one getting the beefy starter into it. I tried to put him at the corner off of that close H. Knockdown in here. Wogenstrom out. Back shift gonna be able to catch him out. What a chase down over with the delay with that Wogenstrom here. Rush coming out here. Trying to mess it up on the OS there, but GBX not having the meter to work with as well. Had to respect out the sweeping beams and see the hold over onto the Thunder. Tick throw out. Going back over with the sweeping beam, aerial spinning slash, and the turbulence about once more. Working on through. No counter confirm off of the first repetition. Viva jump, tried to go off of the throw bait and the scramble, but GBX ready with the immediate check. And the air thunder, messing up his timing with that spot dodge and catching it out for the round. Another air thunder, this time you're able to catch him out. What a 2U to interrupt out get the counter poke attempt. Via blade impulse in here, messed up on the delta leap, still going to be able to maintain the corner though, in respect to the jump hit either way. They reset it back in towards the neutral, into the mid screen over with the sweeping beam. That's a good portion of the Leon gone if need be. You see standard back over to what a close H onto that though, wasn't quite ready for it, so no auto combo to cycle it back. You see too late on the Avari over on that southern cross, going to be able to pay out the dividends, and too late on the 2H as well. No link on through as you see the last switch coming on through. Whipped out with it, and the Wogenstrom into the lights, frame trapped over into it, delay up off of the Weaver Band and catching him out with the double overhead. Trading rounds coming out with that white Slugel, and we're going to a battle 3. Back and forth, air thunder, not hitting it. Let's see the sweeping beam. Gonna be able to get that coverage in here. Avari up, but no counter confirm off of that 2M. Gonna be able to push Mikon into the corner and escaping with that high delta leap. Takes things out with it. Plus off of that medium southern cross. There's it back over to it, and what a punish over with that back shift. Beating out that standard frame trap over Lancelot. You see Turb run under to punish out the follow up from the turbulence. We got a nice life lead. Leak over to the sweeping beam, not quite, but still a great situation for it. Hold on to the Thunder, give it a plus for his spinning slash. Doesn't choose to opt over into the follow us quite yet. Air Thunder does have Liren back up to try and zone out the Lancelot, but what an air turret actually cross up with it and looking away with the cross up, but couldn't quite catch him out with it this time. Unfortunate secrets over by Mikon, able to bait out the overdrive and everything, but just a missed conversion and got you in that situation between that sweeping beam and the aerial spinning slash.
Yeah, and I went ahead and checked. Mikon took this at 2-0, winner side top 8, so a little bit of a reversal here with GBX taking the first game.
And we'll see if he's going to be able to keep up the momentum or if Mikon's going to be able to find his stride that he had in the last set. Right now, GBX looking to start out strong in here. Turbulence, punish it out for it. Light aerial spinning slash into the tick throw, but we see right there, counter confirm off of that 2M this time around. Oh, still plus off into it, a full sequence out. Southern cross loop. Air reset over into the Wogenstrom. What's our sequence? Double overhead into the true block string. Tried to go for the quick stop after the V-event, but GBX ready with the immediate check. Overdrive gonna get baited out, but couldn't quite get the full conversion. Had to jump in after the super jump with the normal. The Delta leap, no 2H over for Mikon, bowing out of the situation. As you see, tried to maybe go into the super there, but got the Wogenstrom interrupted out by GBX though, and caught out with that 2U crossover. We see the shimmy looking to bait out the overdrive hitter, but GBX choosing to remain out patient this time, but can only remain patient for so long. As you see that 2L interrupt, as he JL might have been able to round it off there, but still meeting him out with that 5L. You see here, not looking. Stuffing out for it. We see crossover at the Viva pin, interrupted by GBX, looking to be a bit more active with these 5U catches in here, and the close line for the interior on the air Viva pin. But still, what a mash over by Mikon. Meaty out with the blade impulse, and actually still out a positive, maybe 0 or -1 there, but clicked a fast enough button to beat out that 2M. Regardless, GBX able to get the side swap. Same thing over at Mikon's end with the air Viva pin. Push it around through, gonna be able to cycle back into the Wogenstrom off of this air reset. But we see double overhead or empty off low. Air Viva vid blocked out for it, and just gonna go for a standard safe jump into it. We see the overdrive, just a standard freight trap. Reset it back over to it, and the whiff trap right there. Able to catch him out immediately with that 2F, and off of those spot dodge sequences, Mikon able to catch him out. Double it out on both sides, looking for the ODs. But Mikon gonna be able to come out on top, catching it out with that 5L. Alright, trading tit for tat here on game 1 here. Pragmatic anti-air with the aerial spinning slash in there. High up, stairs it back over for it. We see the forward jump throw bait and double it back out yet again, this time with the OH to make it spark a great rip of damage. Low, high, link on through there. That was another rush opportunity there. But fortunately for Mikon, going to be able to use the opportunity to push right back on through. Light, Southern Cross, H. Wogenstrom. Faking it out, but not plus off of that. The Vash coming over for GBX with that fuzzy mesh, when we see the rush to try and push on through. H-blade impulse, back shift over for it, but lockdown in towards the quarters. We go from quarter to quarter here. And Vortal thrust for the spacings out. They're not going to be able to duck under those with the 2U. What? Viva caught at the right timing that he wanted to sneak in the sweeping beam. Then a frame trap, rush over to the other side. Maybe wanted back shift, but got it out regardless here. Damage out for both sides with their rush. Aerial spinning slash, and that's going to be just barely enough to get the down. A3 in here, super important for it though. Mikon has to look for the tie up though. Counter it, confirm. Very nice air reset over to the double overhead. Didn't quite catch the reset over to it, and the crouch confirm off of that 2L. Just gonna go for the full sequence. Doesn't have the Wogenstrom. Reset back with the turbulence. Tries to go for the double overhead with the Delta leap, but unfortunately couldn't quite get it. GBX still locked down in the corner with over half of his life gone though. What a close fight though. No counter confirm. Goes for the reset, but Mikon ready for the block on the UOH. So he pushed it right on through. Fortunate with that aerial spinning slash, beating out that 2U as the high Delta leap is gonna be able to avoid out that aerial spinning slash. So right back on 4. Any patient, run in. Mortal Thrust, try to opt for it again. Will we see this thing overhead? Another Delta leap attempt, but finished out with it. Spot dodge, no catch out with the blade impulse, but off of that, actually plus with the whiff. Double overhead, another reset over with the Viva, but we see full autocom armor again. Will this be able to get the animation? No, not quite. Just a bit too far out maybe from the autocom, but regardless, still a great grip of damage. Same thing over Mikon's end, not quite enough to kill. Viva Van up, early attack actually got down Mikon's end. Stands it back over, throw. One more interaction will be enough to do it. Here's as you see, lockdown with the true pushing sequence. So not gonna be enough to kill. Overdrive to keep up the pressure though, and the 8-blade impulse is gonna be enough to chip it out thanks to that overdrive. A super important round. We're still only on game 3. Who's gonna be able to take the advantage here onto game 4? Stands it back over the turbulence, frame trapped out with the medium Southern Cross. Standard frame trap, reset it back over with the Southern Cross, doesn't go for anything, and a delay check over by GBX, still locked down to the corner, but safe spacing out to caught out with the spacing trap, a light blade impulse immediately, hard to respond to, and a same check over with that back shift, knowing when he's going to go for that closed H here to punish out accordingly. With that fast recovery, hold on to the Thunder, take it out, going for the throw, just waiting for the lean, but still too much time here, but that's going to be a ton of damage, just looking for the full auto combo, scaling out the damage, same thing over with the rush, just try to stall it out, but not enough to get the lean, but it's going to be enough to catch it out, and get onto the jump in sequence, Mikon's going to be the one catching him out with the throw, as we see, full auto combo, and just choosing to cash out. Shooter Vinter Hugo coming on deck. A great grip of damage off of that 2k damage starter. Not enough to kill, but what's the sequence? Just going for the safe jump, but the rush is going to be enough to catch him out. Couldn't quite beat him off of that jump in. And with that gap, that was left enough opportunity to get for that rush. As he take it 2-1 in favor of GBX. Still a game 4 to go right on through. Spot dodge onto it. Mikon not quite ready to take his turn back off of that whiff. As we see the UOH making its mark. Tries to force a turn back, but still +1 off of it. Meaning a close like under the up throw there. Caught over with the low. Couldn't quite get the full sequence out, but that sweeping beam is going to allow another sequence to come out right on through. Southern Cross letting the full thing rock. We finally see it come out. Still off of an ambiguous situation here. Not choosing to opt into the follow-up this time around. 2U over from range. Wogenstrom crossover to the other side, ready to block it out. What a back shift over to it, and a delayed cancel is gonna cause Mikon to lose out on that trade. My aerial spinning slash using the plus frames to get out that overdrive. Wogenstrom for the clash onto it. Heavy breath choosing to inspect it out. A good chunk of damage. Oh, that's one tick gone over with the 5-0 check on that view event. Same thing with that aerial space side. Pushed right over to the corner too. He's gonna use the thunder to keep up the plus frames, but instead using the negative frames to go right into OD. Heavy breath. Late tech. Another stagger up, and there's the overdrive gone. Now it's not looking too good here. As we see the neutral up throw bait couldn't quite get a full sequence off of the JL, but we see the 5L after the backdash, catching him out, trying to press after that whiff normal.
Battle 2,
EVX putting himself on set point here. Right on through, too far for that 2M. Unfortunate combo routing over by Mikon, but able to catch out the approach forward with that Viva Vin jump reset. H Wogenstrom for the meaty. No, just choosing the stagger back. Cracked over with the low, but no full conversion off of the 2L, allowing GBX to push right on through into the corner, but Mikon's going to be able to fight right back into it. Via Blade Impulse, full auto combo. Cycle it back over. Meter is on deck. Tried to burn it there with the rush, but too little of a gap to work on through. Still a big life lead, and that sweeping beam is not going to be able to do anything for him though. H finish slash, but not going to be able to interrupt the second part with the 2H, doubling up on the rush. Super invuln on both sides, but still going to be able to crush it out in time. Heavy invuln over with that Armageddon, and that late rush is going to make sure that that SBA hits. But still looking right and good, ready to block out the double overhead, but looking for the reset onto it though. Crouch confirm on the 2L. And we're tied up here, down but not out. Mikon's looking to take this to a game 5. We'll see it's going to be a work on through on Battle 3. The engage start, jumping over on GBX's end. And Mikon looking for the blade impulse. Light aerial space slash here, not looking to take his turn back over to it. Still negative on block there. Remaining respectful, looking to sneak in another thing in here. Raw jump in, full auto combo. First repetition, finally mixing up the sequence over with a throw. Instant low, right to the frame trap. Second repetition, and then the full thing out. Not letting him get anything going here with the tick throw. Just looking to cycle it back over. Meaty blade impulse, standard frame trap. Back shift, couldn't quite get punished out with it, but not looking for the reset on the Wogenstrom as well. Late tech over on the run up throw. Full up rush, maybe one of the UH there, but still able to catch him out. Another one for your troubles. Tick throw, and this dauntless pressure, just keep it up with all these different times in there. No anti-air with the close H, and this could be the reversal that GVX needs. No leers out to work through. Rush to catch out for the anti-air. Meaty blade impulse over with the H in here. Defensive UOH gonna be able to make its mark here. Turbulence off of the aerial spinning slash, and caught up on the save side. That is a tied set count, 2-2. Taking out from both sides, taking a bit of a breather there as we go right for game 5, final game of this set. We're taking the entirety of the time there. We have 25 seconds left to think about it as we go right into the final game. What's the engage start? Your super jump, air stall out, no punish out with the blade impulse, and actually gonna get punched over for it. Just going for a slight knockdown and getting full stocks over with that layered meter to work through with these heavy breaths here to try and keep it up though. Apari 2M coming in clutch right over into it. Just not choosing to respect it out. Back shift, still able to recover in time for the Southern Cross and anti-airing over with that 2M. Another VD attempt out. Delta leap, full auto combo. Viva Vin jump, able to catch him out, but unfortunately for him, not able to get the second hit of that JH though, and a bad spot dodge is going to leave him stuffed out. Unfortunately for him, too high up to get that medium able spinning slash though. Into air in favor of GBX. Still keeping locked down with the corner. Reset on it, right over into the tick throw. Jump in, not ready for the overdrive on the wake up though. Another Viva Vin jump, reset it back. Will he do it again here? 2L, safe onto it though. Shooter Viturical, no, bad combo routing. Weiss Flugo, not going to be enough to kill. Off of that, ending out the OD early and leaving him onto the sliver, but the full throw off of the Viva Band is going to be enough to clinch out the round. Scary situation off into it, but still putting himself onto the set point here. So early on the spot dodge, being over with the air thunder, crossover to it though. The 2U coming in clutch, able to catch him over to the other side. No cancel into it, definitely was something there. But now it's going to give GBX another chance to fight out into the corner. Air Thunder to catch out the approach, but Mikon sitting pretty over with the lively air-to-air in his favor as well. Standard frame trap, reset it back over with the rolling shift, and too late with the check as well. Going to get hit over with the projectile. Full sequence out with it. Reset it back over to the turbulence. No overhead. Tried to go for the UOH, but instead got the rush. But what an interrupt over by GBX either way. And a full conversion. Look at the damage build up. Aerospace slash only has one more tick of the lean to work with. A low high. No super cancel over to the gamma ray. Another chance for Mikon to give it out. But caught over with the true block string low trying to move. And we're going into the final round. Battle 3 for game 5. Alright, Viva Vin into the crossover, block over to the Air Thunder, anti-air in favor of GBX here. Going to be able to first to turn back over with the Turbulence, but what a check over by GBX here. Aerial spinning slash lockdown over with the sweep though, and what a conversion all the way into the other corner. 5H up, sequence out with the Air Thunder, into the empty jump low. Still has lead to work with. When we see the full Turbulence, tries to go for the full sequence. Not a big starter, so not going to be enough to kill off of this, but another sequence out with the sweeping beam. Throw out, and the sweeping beam for the throw is going to be enough to seal the deal. 3-2 in favor of GBX.
Yeah, what a nail biter set right down to that last round. Taking it all the way to game 5 is GBX able to fight his way into grand finals. So we're actually going to end up seeing GBX versus Raz, a matchup that we haven't seen yet today, since, as we mentioned earlier, GBX ended up going to losers against Mikon. So has not had the opportunity today to play Raz. So we're gonna have to see if you know, what kind of fairy practice he brings to the table, if he's able to you know, actually get in there and stop the man who's looked unstoppable all night.
Yeah, indeed, we'll see if he's actually going to take maybe a swap off of Zoe here to make a deception for it, since we haven't seen too much else of the fairy play that he's done. But he might choose to stick it out with the Zoe, because it has been super good to see that the entirety of the matches that we've seen for him.
Yeah, it definitely seems like more of a character specialist, not so much like Haise, who we saw switch quite a bit. You know, potentially a bit of a storyline there. Maybe he played like the Diva in Season 1 and then tried out like DLC as they came out and just slowly added them to his arsenal. But, you know, had the GBX Zoe, like I said, I've seen that ages ago. So he's been on that character forever, and same thing with Raz here. Been kind of on the ferry forever. Two long-time South American players who specialize in their characters, and you know, that hard work rewarding them here today as they make grand finals.
Indeed. I already said in the previous set, soon then we're going to see in this set, a very good-ass Grand Blue we've got going on here as we go right into grand finals here. Raz over on the winner side, GBX on the loser side, and immediately we see some of that anti-Zoe knowledge coming in, ready to catch out that Air Thunder punish with that 5H. But GBX doing the same thing, knowing that it's very hard for Fairy to punish any of the space slash follow-ups at all. Spot dodge over the double ends here. We see Air Thunder, the Thunder hole clipped over with the low, but no full crash confirm over into the 2U. Rush over on that end, still plus enough to catch out the aerial spinning slash with the 2U. that is all the meter gone from Roz, but still gonna be able to quickly build it up between Trom, Iron Ball, and GG as well. You see that 5H punish, Seekers down with the GG, but just to hop right out, knowing we need to try some Spectral dive shenanigans. But still, GBX is at the life deficit here with 60 seconds left. Raw, good Sped's gonna be able to work on through. Just seeing auto combo. Iron Ball, look at the meter build up alongside the chip. No punish over on the Air Thunder this time. We see buying his time, just looking to space out with these here. Anything over with the low racetrack, just trying to clip him on the load there. As you see Raga Spence. This time overdrive to push right on through to the GG there. Locked down into the eyeball though. What a blockstring sequence over with that OD. Air Thunder right into the punish. And that's going to be checkmate for you with that Vergifted.
Battle 2.
All the stuff to come in over with. See, push it right on through. Already walked over into the corner here. 5H interrupted out with that Immortal Thrust, sweeping beam to push right back in towards the mid screen and allow him to poke him out with these 2Ms. All of a sudden, we're already corner to corner with this tick throw sequence. Going with the strike throw. There it is. Counter it, confirm over to it. And we might be dead here. Jose, Gamma Ray. No, the Gamma Ray didn't come out there. Definitely wanted it from it. But that's another chance for Roz to bring it back. Rush right on through. Will he double up? Yes, this time over on Roz's end. Whiff onto it. Only a small punish into it. And doesn't quite hop over to the GG. Too far out to get the 5H punch. But this is another chance over to a Raga Spence now able to work on through. As we see, Crane Trap over with the spinning slash. And off to the Beppo or the block there.
Battle 3.
We're right back into Convergence. Try to go for the Hail Mary catch with the last wish in there. Sweeping beyond to the other side. Not even going to get a chance to resolve actually. And you see Deja Vu onto it. And Ra's going to be able to put in a bit less space into it, but that aerial spinning slash coming in clutch as well. Same thing with that Air Thunder to beat out the 5M whiff. Jump back to avoid and give sense. Still locked down into the corner. Counter hit off of it, but the immediate 2U on the wake up. Going right on through, respecting it out though. No Beppo unlock, wanting to save it out for a rainy day situation. Air Thunder punished out that Spence whiff. But still locked into the corner, and we've been about even on trades. Likely to still towards Roz's side though, as the interrupt down to the GG and a Freight Trap over on the Chomp. So sides trading out below though, that might be more than enough to kill actually. Gamma Ray. What a catch over onto the other side. And with that low HP, even just a simple goes each starter will knock you out for that first game.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
And strong so far, we'll see if there's going to be any sort of adaptation into it. But we're seeing the same sort of situations pop up. GBX more than willing to walk himself back into the corner here, locked down to it. But now this time, Roz is going to be able to find his mark and push on through with the sequence. Air reset, aerial spinning slash, going to be able to catch it off of that air reset with the GG though. Convergence going to be able to build up the lead with the heavy breath. Rush over to the media. Both sides that we see here. Deja Vu yet again. Both sides opting over for the rush. Sweeping beam low into it. Staggered back out. No Beppo attempt here. So not caught out trying to move from that true block string sequence. We reset back into the neutral. This time GBX is the one with the life. They're more than willing to play around. These sweeping beams the Immortal Thrust here. Mirage trying to reinforce stuff with the rush. The Air Thunder Header could have blocked there, but just a bit too not ready enough for it. But we see GG clipped over with the slow. Has the Vergifted as well. Very scaled over in the combo, but not even going to matter. That SBA is going to be more than enough.
Battle 2. Engage.
And for these sides, not too much boxing here. Just like we've seen the sequences with the spinning slash give it unsafe care. Caught on the backdash with the heavy breath there. Besides, more willing to play at our range. Or with them, Air Thunder. Gonna hold on to it. Immortal Thrust burning a bit more of the Leard. Super jump. And the aerial spinning slash rush even on hit. Still not super plus even on hit. Caught out of the second one for no meter. And anti-aired over with that 5L. That's not looking too good. As you see the whip up good off of that Spence here. Immediate low. Lockdown with it. Iron Ball. Look at the chip build up from that sequence. And now we got meter again. Still might be another chance to try to go for the Hail Mary with it, and the crouch confirm off of the Spectre go dive.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
1-1 for right now. Sweeping beam to try and sneak on through, try to pick it out for the throw, but that second part actually messing him up. We see the abuse on that spinning slash straight Kyoto for a safe frame trap. See, Dispensa pull right into it, staggers it back over into it, but the rush immediately super active on those staggers. They're not letting him a chance to mix him up with that delay at all. Might have to keep it a bit tighter to keep him locked down, but we see 2L chaining over to the 5L with the crouching hit. Right back in towards the neutral. Still a ton of meter for Ross to use that for. If he still receive it, 5H doubling up. Unfortunately for him, didn't have the GG to set up since it was already in place. Let's see, 5H doubling right back over to Heinrich off of the air reset. You're gonna have to hold the mix here as we see instant overhead. Spectro dive, whiff over into it. And a great set of rebeats. Back in for a spot dodge over to a 5H and reward setup with the GG as well. Unfortunately, the Immortal Thrust is going to take out that GG. Plus off of that Spectre Ghost Dive. Whip it good. Sequence out. Lockdown with the Trom cancel. Doubling back up yet again. Medium out this time for the full delay. And that's going to build up the meter for it though. Abuse on the race check, but able to catch out the punish this time around. Rush up for the conversion, sequence out, and just the throw bait with the neutral jump. Unfortunately, couldn't get the full sequence with the floaty jump, but still a great situation over for Ross. But GBX might be able to bring it back too with this quarter. No Leon though, so only gonna have to stagger it back out. Same things with these conversions, afraid to press out for fear of the last whisk follow up. Or reset it back over to the neutral after all those staggers. As the Leon back up, interrupted over the 2M, not quite enough to kill, but it's not looking too good. Just one more hit. And there it is with that 5M. I see 2-1 in favor of Raz. And a bit of thought coming over for GBX before we go right into game 4. Very important. Will he be able to bring it to a game 5? Oh, Raz gonna be able to round off the qualifiers here. GG here, locked down. See the spot dodge to try and keep it up on the mash counter and confirm over with that medium Trump, doubling it again. And look at that damage build up just with a single cooldown. Is there overhead? Will we see the forgifted? Yes, we will. Will we see close H into the dispense. Whip it good, GG setup, and gonna go for instantly for the low. What a fearless round over by Raz. That's an amazing snowball over by Roz there, putting himself on turning point though. We'll see if GBX has something to go into as we see Beefy started with that throw bait, UOH cross over to the other side, still ready to use out that block button as we see back throw to put him right over to the corner. Sweeping beam, staggering it back over with the lights. Raz remaining patient, but what a trade, still gonna be able to work out for him. We see the Pebble come off of that cancel. Maybe just wanted the raw one, but we see defensive rush coming off of the negative frames with that Trom to just try and push out back in towards the mid screen. But DVX is sitting pretty here with this life lead. Air Thunder winning out in the inter-exchange off of that JL, and the tick though gonna be able to come on right on through. Meatied up, but no full counter confirm. Another chance for Roz to try and bring it back, but still a dauntless task over for her as we see a punish over onto that 5H whiff with the Air Thunder. Sitting down pretty, 5H out. Mortal Thrust still gonna be able to recover in time, but push him back into the corner. Block over to the rest. Plus Frizz doubling out with his own yet again. Plus Frizz off of it. Dispense. No, sequence out with the GG and couldn't quite medium up to deny that rush there. GBX still fighting for his life. Jump back, more than willing to take out the corner pressure, try and reset it back into the light aerial spinning slash negative onto it. Rox ready with the interrupt, Air Thunder block, but no punish over for Odie. For Roz this time, locked down into the corner, your sweeping beam there. Thought it was going to be the heavy breath, allowing to sneak on through, but that Beppo catching out the approach. Being very, 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 very careful with the DP usages here. Just try and keep it up with the reversal. Block over to it. Denied out with the rush. GG for the setup in here. Not quite ready for the NT here. Whip punish over with that 2M as well. Last tick of the V in here. See overhead. Stands it back over to the lights. Thunder. So we're just looking for more of the special moves to come up there. There's the rest of the seasons coming back up. Meter slowly being built up by Ross. Light aerial spinning slash jump back to avoid it out, but caught out of the dash recovery with the Air Thunder here. Back and forth. There is Leon back up. A good portion of the meter coming back up. We see Spectre Ghost Dive. Heinrich coming out to try and seal the deal. Instant high, double low. As we see Overdrive should be able to push it out here. Sweep Ender, and that is going to be it for our qualifiers.
Raz having an incredibly impressive run all the way through winners, ultimately taking the final set and securing the win on the qualifier. So he's going to be your first seed from the southern side in the finals event, which will be on October 1st. Take a look at all the information here. And actually, I was so impressed by the games, I decided to go ahead and up the prize pool on the qualifiers to 150 USD each. That way I could pay out the whole top 4, because all the players here played such strong Grand Blue, and I wanted to make sure that they got paid out. So, and then of course we have the Maturino. I don't know what your theme song is, GVX. I'm sorry. You didn't tell me what your theme song is. I couldn't help you. And of course, if you want to see these players get paid more, the top 4 from this event will be playing in the South American Championship on October 1st, and that top 8 will pay out from this Maturino. So if you know, that's something that you're interested in supporting, the Maturino link is in the chat. All of that money goes to the players, as well as to 4 players that will be decided next week on Saturday at the same time. That will be the North Qualifier, which contains... shoot, I think I have the region list. I know that most of that scene, it's going to be a mostly Brazilian tournament, but that also does support a number of other countries. So that's going to have Venezuela, Colombia, Ecuador, Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. So definitely look forward to that qualifier. It's going to be extremely exciting. I know, you know, coming into this, I knew a bunch of the South American players, you know, a bunch of strong ones, and then got to find out about a bunch of other strong ones that I had never seen before. And I'm expecting that to be the same for the Brazilian event. You know, I know a lot of the strong Northern and South America players, and I'm expecting to be just as surprised and see lots of new faces and old faces. So definitely look forward to that. Do you have any parting words for the stream, Spiral?
Not too much to say. If you wanna follow me for any GBVS related things, at SpiroHeroZ on Twitter. It was fantastic to watch all of the South American play, and I can't wait to see more on next Saturday.
All right, and then with that, we're gonna go ahead and sign off here. I'll leave the banner up just in case you guys want to absorb all of the information here for just a few minutes until cutting the stream to find someone to raid. So yeah, thank you everyone.
Winner